And
Good job, Ryro. I like
Ryan.
that.
Hello.
He was playing a halfling, and we got and killed what's it called? Carly, the thing with the like the giant eye with tentacles.
Oh,
Beholder, maybe? Oh yeah.
Beholder.
Yeah. We killed it, and the halfling guy was so insistent on riding it. He used animate dead every morning, animated it back to life.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I have? All right.
Yeah. To me,
Sorry.
at least. Should we be worried? Wow, you rolled 3 number 1.
Yeah, shut up.
That's.
Who rolled some what? Where? Oh, I got to duplicate.
So, right.
Oh, we're back on the island. Woo, shipwrecked again.
Considering some of the things that people have been doing the past 2 times we've been playing,
yeah.
What I've decided to do is to effectively just remove 2 players, just based on the offensive behavior you displayed. So Ryan and Pinking, I'm sorry, but you guys cannot play anymore. Honestly, you're just that offensive.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Oh, that was easy. Okay, never mind.
Were you expecting
You were
resistance?
hoping for a reaction?
Yeah.
I don't know. I half assumed Ryan would yell something or scream "Continuous."
Probably.
You already
Probably.
did. Or just.
He probably did. Yes.
Yeah.
Ryan, you here?
Oh, by the way,
He's here.
We have our toys again.
Yeah, you can have toys here. By the way, what's going on?
Oh my god.
wait.
That's, how, that's actually how big he is.
Yeah, you're awfully tiny now.
But I still think I should ride your shoulders into battle once. At least once.
No, it's a rare treat.
Common cunt or fuck.
Kanan, what's your blue bar, by the way?
Let's see. Oh, that's my key.
Okay. Like
Yo, what?
It's like points.
Yeah, I use it to do extra stuff.
Okay.
Like you have spell slots, I have key.
Hmm.
Nothing special. Just yeah, like my resource for spell casting.
Okay. Oh, you use key to cast spells.
Yeah, but spells is a big word for that.
It's closer to sorcery points. It lets them do a few extra things on bonus turns and whatnot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Like I can spend a key point and do the what's it called for rogues? Like the cunning action thing. Like I can disengage at a bonus action.
Oh,
Stuff like
so
that.
it doesn't cost
Nothing.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I've picked up so much useless information since we started playing. Like Suit and Lear. It's just.
I hope you recognize that I am detracting XP every time you do that. I've got a notepad right here, motherfucker.
I have a notepad too. I have,
I'm
it's
not really that worried.
Yeah, what can you do to a god?
Exactly.
I mean, I
Right.
can annoy you to oblivion.
Well, you already are, so it's not really that much. I'm just...
Oh, trust me, this is like 2 out of 10.
With all that being said, are we more or less ready? Is everyone here? Has everyone got their coffee and their beers and whatnot?
I wish I had alcohol. No.
Same.
I've just finished my coffee actually.
I should have made coffee. I forgot.
Go make coffee.
I will need to take a break at some point anyway during this, so.
I will as well. The girlfriend's out with her cousin. They'll be returning back to pick stuff up. And at that point, I'll just take a break because I can't focus with 2 girls running around screaming their heads off.
Oh.
Why not?
Wow.
Because they're very loud and they're Vietnamese, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Way to turn it racial. I mean,
It was racial.
yeah, it was.
Vietnamese people are extraordinarily loud, I'll have you know. Alright.
What's so bad about being racist? I don't see anything bad.
Oh, you're
Get to ask the
Serbian, so
same
you
question.
wouldn't really know the difference.
Fucking content, you're Serbian, so you're racist against your own people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And all
yeah.
other peoples.
It's
Alright, okay. Okay.
I don't know.
That's,
I'm racist
No,
towards
quiet.
black people, but they aren't even people, so that's.
that is the exact opposite of being quiet. Everyone, shh. Alright. So, where did we leave off? I've completely forgotten.
In the tavern early in the morning. Just
Right.
had breakfast.
Where it made sense. So, you met everyone, you found everything, you struck a deal with the right hand of Palis. You are now in a situation where you have 2 days to get your shit sorted, get your ship out of harbor, figure out what's going on with the fucking pirates, as loosely interpreted as you can, I suppose. Potentially find Tilda, if possible. And yeah, that's it. It's about 12 in the afternoon, 11-ish. Sun is high in the sky. You are short on supplies, short on rations. You realize you don't have enough food. You have enough beer to supply the crew, but you have nowhere near enough food to supply the crew. So you need to get some basic things done while you're here. You have 2 days. Go.
Can I drink my sorrows away?
No.
Can you drink your what?
Sorry.
My sorrows are permanent. No, sorrows are permanent. I've dictated that you are all very sorrowful. You're in pain.
Fuck you, Busk.
Can I chat with the maid for a second? I need some things from her.
Looking around at this hour of the day, you saw the maid was there early in the morning. She got you sorted, served breakfast, but you don't immediately see her at this stage. The only person you see who is doing any sort of tending to the bar area is the elderly man sitting behind the desk, just kind of slouching, looking, observing, not really being very proactive.
He will do. I have a few minor things I would like to ask.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I would like to approach him and
Yes.
ask him about where would we procure supplies for a longer trip. Maybe he has some information about the town.
Yeah. He sniffs loudly, goes, well, so what you want to do is you want to get out of my tavern and you want to bother someone else, because I don't know. If you're not here for very long, then I don't have to care.
Okay, so you're zero help. By the way, what do we get for breakfast?
Are you asking what you had? You already had breakfast as far as
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
concerned.
This is why I'm asking.
Right, omelets. Omelets and stale bread.
That's great, actually.
Oh,
Can
so your
I-
farts can do extra
so-
salt for damage.
I would assume you have some chickens in the back, right? Live ones, maybe.
Are you asking him?
Yes.
What do you care? Are you here to buy the chickens?
Assume that I have a purpose, and I'm asking you because there's a goal to it. Do you have?
Assume
chickens?
I don't care.
Okay, you
I'll
may
ask
care.
someone else.
There's money in it for you.
I can absolutely assure you I care very little. See, these chickens, even if I had them, supply my daily bread and the daily omelets. So, if I gave them to you, I couldn't feed the tavern.
I
You see?
do not want all of your chickens. I'm curious about a single white feather.
Stop. What?
Yep, one single white feather from a chicken.
1 gold.
Give him it for free. Give him it for free. Nallingai.
You will
National
give me
Chief.
that feather for free. or I
You will give
set-
me that gold.
I will set your tavern on fucking
well,
fire. I will destroy this entire fucking place if you don't give me a fucking white feather or a single chicken.
He cocks his brow at you. So, like,
I did that with a.
that's
booming voice.
interesting.
This is escalating
Yes.
pretty quickly.
You did.
And I smashed my fucking hand on the desk. I'm losing my
actually smashed
fucking
your hand?
patience.
He looks to you, sort of curiously, and then looks to the back of the tavern. Like, guys, did you hear that? And as you turn around and look to where he's looking, you see 3 city guards just standing there, slowly getting up from the table, sort of like, giving you a curious glance, and then moving in your general direction.
I'm gonna stand.
We have our
right in the
uniforms
way.
still, right?
I mean, yeah, but they can still see we threaten someone.
I'm sorry, there's a lot of talking going on. What's going on?
White fucking feather.
Again, what was everyone saying? Because three people talked at once.
I'm gonna position myself between between him and the guards.
Okay. The guards push up to you, and you place yourself between them. One of them starts pushing you out of the way. He places his hand on your shoulder and starts to gently nudge you out of the way. Not forceful, just indicating you don't need to move. I'm guessing you're not.
No, I'm not.
Alright.
Good lad.
I'd like to put myself next to Ryan.
Sweet Jesus, over a
Lads,
single chicken.
I
feather.
appreciate that you are loyal friends. I appreciate that you are kind to your company. But we cannot have people running around threatening the barkeeps in town. Could you kindly move? We need to talk to
just
the
a
gentleman
feather.
at the bar. It is just a feather. It doesn't matter. It was a feather until people started threatening each other. Now kindly move.
I will rip your head off if you don't give him that feather.
The young man in front of you, a human no more than about 180, he looks you up and down, very confused about the entire hostility and the situation in total. So he stops for a second, pushes back, taps the mate to his left on the shoulder and says, please go get the guard. And that man starts to move out the door. He looks back up to you. He goes, sir, I need you to move, otherwise I will take you in as well.
Taking
And
me
I
in?
need you to
There.
give him a feather, or I will rip your
It's
head
a
off.
single chicken feather. I do not see the harm in all of this.
There's really no point in calling the guards.
Right.
Calling the
Guys,
guards over a single
Kindly,
feather?
arms out. He pulls the manacles out from behind his back and holds them out for you to basically put your hands in. Please
Oh,
put your hands
fuck
in these. We will take you and we will sort this out at the stocks, right?
We will not sort shit. We're here because we're operating under authority of Ad Empire, by the way. What's the name of the fucker?
The
You
white
can sort
man
it out
with
with
penis.
Adadera. Now leave me the fuck alone. I just need one single feather. There's not gonna be a single issue if I get one single white feather from a fucking chicken.
Okay, while this is happening, I have snuck out to the back.
Right,
Not
okay.
my idea, but okay.
Right, roll a stealth check real quick. Actually, you know what? There's no point because there's so much going on right now that they
No
don't
one
even
will
pay
notice
attention to.
me.
You just stepped up and left. He holds
Yeah.
out the manacles again. Guys, last chance, or we will take you in with force. As you hear him say this, you hear outside in the 20-30 seconds that has passed how footsteps are becoming more and more present, metal hitting the ground as people are beginning to enter into the bar clad in armor. Guys, last chance. Hands up. Come with us, and we'll sort this out, please. No violence.
Just let us go. Just forget about this. We're
No.
gonna get a feather somewhere
I don't
else.
think we can. You should have gotten a feather somewhere else, but the moment you started threatening the citizenry with violence, this became something else.
How would
If
I
you need
not
to talk to
notice this?
Adadera,
I steal a feather.
you run out the back. Alright, well, actually I would say you don't even have to check for it. You run out the back, you check behind the
Feather.
the tavern,
Like a
and
feather.
you just you jump a fence real quick and you just pull yourself up and look, and you see right there in the back there's a coop with chickens in it. You just jump over, land in the mud, look around for a second, and there's feathers everywhere. So you just pick one up, pocket it, and jump back out again.
And then
Perfect.
I want to walk back to the room, the bar.
You're walking back in
Oh.
again.
Yeah, because I wanna diffuse the
no.
situation here.
Diffuse.
But I'm just gonna go in and go like, okay, listen, this is all, of course, a big misunderstanding. So if you can all just leave, and I'll take these little rascals out, and I'll talk to them.
Everything stops for a second as you walk in holding a feather.
No,
just
I'm not
like-
holding it. I'm not showing it.
You're not showing. They look to you and go like, "Madam, please stay out of this, guys. I'm telling you, we are bringing in the rest of the guards. You're coming with us. Hands up.
Trial by combat.
You can have a trial by combat later. Right now, you're coming with us."
No. You
He
just
moves
want
in.
me, right? You just want me. Your only problem is with me?
As it seems he's finally lost his temper. He's now stepping in towards you, Forrest, and he places his hand on your shoulder, the other one on your wrist,
Sweet
and he's
Jesus.
beginning to manacle you. Unless you,
Rip him apart.
Why would you do that to him? You want me. I'm the only one that caused issue here.
I'm
My
gonna
friend
grab
just
him by the
stepped
throat
in.
and take him hostage.
Jesus Christ!
This is over a single chicken feather.
So let me
One
get this
thing,
straight. So what do
I
you do?
hope- all right, say it, Carly.
What?
I'm grabbing him by the throat, and I'm putting a hand axe on my other free hand, and I'm gonna take him hostage.
He is a single guard here, right? One
No,
single.
no. There was
The
3
others are
guards. One of
outside.
them left. There's 2 now. Outside, you should turn around and look outside. You see, there's 3 other guards on their way, and they stop the moment that Forrest grabs him by the throat. Make a grapple check.
I cast sleep. Second
Give me a
level.
second.
Fuckers. What a fucking idiot. Ah.
All right. One thing, I'd like to hold my hand out to God damn it, to
What,
Lucius,
Yeah.
and ask you the thing we got from Maradera, like the papers.
Right, I need an athletics check from you.
Oh, athletics is what you want.
The papers? I mean, it's heavily encrypted for the naval thing.
That's
It's not-
that's
I'll
not
toss
the
it to
point.
you.
That's not the point. It must have like a
Sure. All yours, man.
Right, okay, no contest.
insignia.
Right, before you get to do anything, you see how Forrest reaches out, he pulls the guard in, who is completely taken aback, did not see that coming. He turns him around and raises a hand axe with the blade towards his throat, and he just stands there and holds him. The 2 other guards, one coming in the door and the other one to the side of this poor young man being held hostage, step back, raise their arms, go like, whoa, 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 calm down, calm down. Okay, please don't hurt anyone.
Now you want to come down?
A feather for a head.
It's a fair bargain.
Everyone
I
is
think that's
standing there for a second. You hear like people in the back begin screaming and rushing out the side doors. The barkeep is just completely gone. The moment you turn back, looking at him, he's just gone. You see
I'm
his
gonna
fat
fucking kill that
dick out the
bastard.
back door.
No, I'm chasing that fucker. I'm
So
hopping
you
over
run
the
off,
bar.
chasing him.
I want
Oh,
to
You
kill
run
him.
off.
For
Did
that?
you give me the thing? Did you give me the papers?
Yeah, I tossed you the roll.
All right, guys,
Alright.
look at this. We got this from Captain Adadera. Trust
You
me.
try to be heard as the screaming just intensifies. Everyone's yelling like, whoa, what are you doing?
No,
Calm
no,
down.
no, no.
Please, let the guard go.
Give me the paper, Alfie.
No.
Give me the paper.
I cast sleep to pacify the 2 guards that Ogre doesn't have. So, can I do
Alright,
that?
you turn around and cast sleep.
Yeah. Well,
Cast
second
sleep.
level.
Do it.
Roll high, fucker. Yeah.
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah, it
Let's
is.
see.
Yeah.
And that's the hit point total, right?
Hold on. It doesn't really match up because it's supposed to be
Just
D5
click the
and
skip
for
button
extra
real quick.
level should be extra 2d8. So 7d8 die. But this doesn't show 7.
Fuck it, just roll it. Just go to the dice check and roll
7d8.
70. Yeah, just do that.
Okay.
But at the same time, just click the sleep spell for me real quick so I can see the description, because I need to know if it's hit dice or hit points.
Sleep.
I think it's hit points.
Cancel.
I'm not sure.
I believe it is as well. I need to make sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's hit points, but fucking how do I show you info of the spell? Is it on?
You just click it. You just click the spell.
Yeah.
I did it, but it shows cast at what level?
Right, not the spell attack, the spell itself. Fuck it, it doesn't change very much. So you turn around and chasing this barkeep, you just cast a spell into the bar. The thing is, that has a massive area of effect, and there's still people trying to rush out the bar. So in the doorway, with like 3 fat people,
But I
one
can
girl.
choose the victims. I can
I'm pretty
choose,
sure that's an area of effect.
but I still choose which ones I knock out, right?
No, it is by the lowest HP, and then it goes to the highest as it
Are you kidding me?
increases. No, I'm not kidding. That's how it works. It's always how it works. Yeah, I'll do it.
Here you go. It's in Discord.
Do. Right, so the spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8 to tell how many point of creatures the spell can affect by hit points. Creatures within 20 feet of the point chosen within a range, so you chose on the guards, right?
Yeah.
Are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, meaning that the creatures with lowest amount of hit points are hit first.
29. But
29.
So the commotions that happened didn't clear
Yes.
the bar. People didn't.
No,
run
not
out.
at all. There's like two doors. This has been going on for 30 seconds. People are fleeing the room, left, right, and center. The guards are trying to get in the room, while people are trying to climb out the windows and out the back and out through the door that people are trying to come in through.
Oh, fuck me.
Kanan, throw me the paper.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Right. Let me solve this first. Okay, calm down. So as you cast this spell, you see how two elderly fat men are trying to climb out the same 5-foot door at the same time. Behind them are 3 girls screaming and 1 tall woman just trying to push her way through. And in an instant, smash, they all hit the floor and just go limp. The guards on the other side of the door just looking in like, what the fuck is going on? Trying to like climb over this mountain of people. One of them tumbles in, gets halfway stuck in one of the fat guy's belt, is like trying to get his foot out. The 2 guards in front of you are still there screaming, going, whoa, guys, calm down. Please let him go. The man you turned around holding a hand axe to his throat is going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what's going on? And at this stage, yes, you managed to get the piece of paper to Forrest, if that's what you're doing, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Just
but
hand
you now
it
have the piece of paper in one hand, you have a hand axe and a screaming guard in the other. What is it you're trying to do?
Calm down, feast your eyes on this little human. I'm just going to show the guy who I'm threatening.
The paper.
Yeah.
Alright.
Single
He turns around, like trying to look at whatever it is you're holding up, going, oh, okay, yeah, you have a paper, yep, absolutely, yep. That means you can do whatever you want. Please let me go. Please let me go. Please let me go.
Can I
I'm
look
throw him to the
for?
ground. I'm going to throw him to the ground and put my foot on his neck.
Alright, okay.
Can I rob
make-
shit while this is going on? Like till.
Give me a second. So make a grapple check because you're trying to knock him down while holding him. So that's just a strength plus athletics. So athletics check versus his. Give me a second. Okay. So as you throw him down, he manages to place both hands on the floor and then roll over his shoulder and leave your area of effect. And he runs towards the door. You see him trip over one of the guys that came in the door, who's still on the floor. 5 sleeping people there, including 2 very fat elderly men. And he's just trying to climb this mountain of sleeping people. What is it you're trying to do?
I want to look at the other 2 guards and hold out the piece of paper and just say, look, read this, you...
Okay, give me a second.
It's an orcish.
Lucius, what are you doing?
I'm looting. I need to find a feather and boil an egg and
Can I
all
just
the money
stand
I
there?
can.
You are very much just standing there.
No, but like I'm gonna do a
observing.
thing. I want to do a
Okay.
thing. I just like stand there with like doing like the poker chip thing with the feather in my hand.
Oh, so you have.
Okay,
a
you're
feather.
just holding it. Are you just holding it and waving it at them, or
No, like
would
you
be
know where
awesome.
you do like the poker thing with the like ship, where you like fold it between your hands, kind of thing.
oh right, yeah, just flicking it back and forth. Yeah, you're just standing there, waving it, flicking it back and forth, going, "What the fuck are these guys doing?"
Yeah, like, I'm
Lucius,
just sitting there going, guys, come on.
So I see that.
Lucius, I don't know if you do. Give me a second.
Perception.
Make a perception check first of all.
Right? I would be disadvantaged with all this shit.
Yeah, it should be, shouldn't it?
Just tell him to look at your hand.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
I
Okay.
was going to disadvantage it, but it doesn't matter. Because you're just too busy being confused by the entirety of the situation while you're rummaging through behind the bar here. Make an investigation check with disadvantage because there's a lot of shit going on.
I rolled a natural 20 and natural 1, right?
Yeah, but you didn't have advantage on the perception check.
I was just admiring the roll. Sorry. what do
Ah,
you need?
right, yes. Oh, you did. I need an investigation check. Brilliant. Okay, so rummaging through the back of this bar desk, you find like, well, there's a fuck ton of silverware over here, but it's probably not really silver. There's a fuck ton of action shit over here, but some of them look a bit rotten, but that's fine.
Oh yeah, I need a rotten egg.
Okay, you grab a rotten egg. There's a bread basket with stale bread in it, and that's about all you can manage before you look up and see the 2 guards, who also the 1 guard. No, that's right, 2 guards. I missed my count here. Who now have a clear attack or line of attack on the orc who let go of his victim. just unsheathe their swords, screaming and yelling, and then charging at him. You may all roll for initiative.
Sweet Jesus, over a single fucking feather. Why though?
Maybe don't threaten people.
I feel like I would.
Situation.
Do we all roll initiative?
I feel
You
like
threatened to burn down a bar while everyone heard it. You cannot really give anyone shit for that except
no,
yourself.
no. But
Alright,
I feel
one
like I
thing,
would know
one thing,
there's
one thing.
guards
Carly,
present.
No, you didn't check.
Oh,
Christy,
yeah.
do we all roll initiative?
Yeah, right.
Yes, you roll initiative. I need to set things up first.
I'm not in this battle. Fuck
Okay,
you.
don't roll initiative then. That's completely up to you. If you don't want to participate, they don't have any real reason to attack you.
This is my fault. God
one
damn it.
one thing, Carly, can
Yes.
I just cast darkness on that general area?
Initiative is going, so you can do so on your turn. All right, give me a second because I did not expect you all to try and kill yourselves this way, so I did not prepare this.
Neither did
Trust
I.
me. It did not go the way I wanted it to go.
Give us, give us
I
the
see
tokens
that.
so we can do the thing.
Also, you could
I'm
have just
doing
given
things.
me a fucking feather. But yeah,
You
sure.
threatened to burn down,
Before that,
the
I asked
bar.
nicely, and you wanted
and he had
a
no
gold
interest in
piece?
giving you a feather. Why would he?
It's a fucking feather. It costs him nothing. He needs someone to clean the fucking chicken coop. I would.
Why would you
call-
just not pay the fucking gold?
1 gold piece for a fucking chicken feather? Are you nuts?
Fight.
I just.
Yeah, fight it.
I know,
is.
Ryro. Shut the
I'm
fuck
gonna fucking burn this entire town because of this
Alright,
bullshit.
okay, we'll do it like this. We'll fix it like this because it's much easier. No, where is it? Do.
1 chicken
Well,
feather.
this just this derails everything, but I mean,
One
well,
yeah.
chicken feather.
don't
you
threaten
want
to burn
gold?
down the bar, you idiot.
Yeah,
You want
I'm
gold?
with Frisky on this. This
we
is all
barely
your
got
fault.
out of prison. What the fuck?
We just got out of prison, now you're threatening to burn down the fucking bar.
That's because I got frustrated. He wanted gold for a chicken feather.
Wait, are you a tiefling?
Yes.
Oh shit.
And and he wasn't. Why would you do that to me?
I didn't do anything to you.
Yeah.
You did something to you.
You did it
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, 0. Yeah, fuck me, right?
This
That
is
was
like
the
when you
last
play
thing
the
I
bucket.
ever tried to do, ever. Fucking Christ. 1 chicken feather escalated to this bullshit.
Alright, let's do this.
I'm just gonna watch on because I just think you all are idiots.
This is
You're
not
gonna-
perfect.
you're not
but
gonna watch anything.
That's what we
trust me.
got. Alright. And here we go.
Derails every
nice.
fucking thing because 1 chicken feather.
All right, so we're in the.
I'm
tap
gonna
room,
kill that
right?
guard.
Yes.
I see we're in the old shanty bar. I see. I'm just kidding.
Just wait
Yes.
until we leave.
Right,
Burn
okay,
this
so we got
place to the ground.
Oh my god.
Oh, by,
Ryro,
the way,
that's actual size from Ryro.
Forrester.
by the way, can you make it so we see Forrest's name?
It should be visible.
No,
It's not.
Ah, okay. I'm trying to multitask here.
All right.
it's fine. It's fine. Give yourself a little time.
Lou's there.
I'm over the bar.
Ayla, if you decide to participate, you're back here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna decide.
No.
Idiots brought it upon themselves.
No, that's fine. It's completely up to you.
There is a
Wouldn't
back
force you to
exit,
do.
right?
There's a guard here. There's a guard here. And the third one running for the door, screaming his face off. He's back here.
Yeah, I still have my disguise on, by the way.
And outside
Oh,
you
you've done
see
so.
another 3
Yeah,
gates.
Gonzo is gonna be
Oh god. Ugh.
Persona. Yeah.
I'm just gonna
God.
battle. Question now, then.
Yes.
If he's in disguise, does he get disadvantage on all his rolls during battle?
Why would I get
no.
disadvantage?
No.
No.
Why would you think so?
No, because he has to think of the performance act he's putting on as in disguise while.
No, that's part of the disguise check when you make it.
Yeah.
Okay, just wondering.
And I've
Versus
not
monocle.
created. What we'll
You're
do
not
is
gonna be
we'll
that
do
evil.
this. Do freehand. No, it doesn't work like that. That's not how the skill works. So this is very, very rough terrain due to the clusterfuck of people trying to get out, making it a DC. I would make it a DC 12 athletic check to cross that barrier. People sleeping in the doorway.
Is there
So-
a back exit?
No, yeah.
From what you can see, yes. Right. Okay. Let me just make sure this works. Have you got the initiative? No, we have not.
We
I need you
have.
to roll initiatives.
I'll re-roll
Again?
because
Remember to click your character, then roll initiative. There we are, that'll do.
Where's the initiative button on the token?
Yeah.
Oh, so I need to do it here.
No, you have to click your token, then go into your character sheet.
Oh, okay.
Check all of these.
You have mine then.
Good job.
There.
I have
19.
oh, fuck.
Yep. Don't worry.
Can I do it like this?
I have another second level. I can help. For the love of God. Okay, so that third guy is running out. He's piling over corpses. Future corpses.
Corpses, Jesus.
Yeah, there will be corpses when I'm done with him. Fucking Christ. One chicken feather.
Do.
One chicken.
Do this.
Fuck, what the hell am I doing? Like, drawing?
And
I got
yeah.
4 on the initiative.
God, these guys roll poorly. What? Fuck it.
Yeah.
And then sword by order.
What am I supposed to do?
Descending. Here we go. Right, okay, Lou. After rummaging through the entirety of the bar, you look up and see the 2 guards. Actually, they're looking the other way. Apologies.
Why is there like 8 guard initiatives in there?
Yeah,
There should only be 6, if I'm counting correctly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
But who's
Right.
missing? Right, fuck it. Don't care about that because he's not going to get first
Could have
anyways.
rolled like forever.
No, I tried that. Doesn't work. This guy didn't get to go.
This is beautiful.
Right, here we go. Okay. Lucius, what do you do?
Again, sleep. Second level. I'm casting it so it hits 2 guards facing us, not the guy
Okay.
that's trying to run away.
So, again, look at the spell. It is a 20-foot area of effect.
Yeah, I know.
Meaning, okay,
So,
but how
in
are
the
you going
back-
to hit it?
5, 10, 15. Yeah, basically here.
So this is 10 feet. This is 20 feet, right?
Oh, okay. It should be.
So that's the area.
Yeah. So it hits them and not us.
So it goes like there.
Oh, that would be
Like-
better even.
So
But I
this
don't
area
want to.
here.
I don't want to hit the. How do you do the roller thing?
If you see two
Draw shape.
2 steps above the. Well, I don't actually know. It looks like a ruler on my board.
Oh, I don't have that.
If you click on the cursor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the one under it.
Select Is that it? No.
Right. You know what? Doesn't matter. Figure it out at some other stage. Right. So you want to cast it down here in the corner, so it hits these 3 guys here.
No. I want to hit only those 2. So
Those 2.
Yeah. So if it could be right here, does that hit 20? I don't want to hit the guy that's trying to run away like a little bitch
Okay.
that he is.
Okay. So you want to cast it up there? Fine. You know what? I'll say you can. Just it makes it easier. And it hit around here by the fireplace. Yeah. You know what? I'll hit those 2. Fine. Roll it. Now stop leaving shit everywhere. Jesus.
How did I delete that?
Didn't I did accidentally trying to clean this up.
Sorry. I'm actually gonna roll. Is it 7? Yeah, 7d8.
Yes.
78. Roll. Autobots. Roll out. 24.
24.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Just making sure that there's no will save. I don't believe there is.
Nope. No will save.
Nope, it's one of those
Yep.
vicious spells. Right.
Yep.
As they are mid-charge, running towards Forhurst, you see how they just go thump, hit the ground, knees first, and then face desk into the ground, skidding in towards you, Forhurst. They just kind of stop a good 50 centimeters in front of you, lying there, flat on their stomachs, completely gone. That was your turn. Do you do anything else, Lou?
Run towards the. I want to find. I want to try to find that guy. I want to run here past Ayla.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15,
5, 10,
20.
30. This is 30, right?
This is 30.
Okay. So
Right,
do I
okay.
see the barkeep guy?
No, he's been gone for 20 seconds, so he has
Oh.
a bit of a head start on you. You look towards the ovens in the back and you see how the back door is open, so your best guess is he's disappeared in that direction. Right. Bonus action, anything?
Is there? I yell at him. It's time to back up. We have a door here. We can slip past. We need to run.
Alright. It was your turn. The guards outside start trying to climb over this mountain of people.
They're good.
Both of them rolling athletics checks. Oh, what is that? That is a 7 on a DC. No, they don't make that. That's his turn. Next one. That is a 9 on a DC 12. No. Forrest, your turn.
So the only two guards in there are actually asleep right now.
Yeah, they're on the ground. They're just sleeping.
Except
You
the one
could
who's
base.
trying to cry. He's trying to.
He's
crawl
screaming and crying. He's terrified. He's trying to climb back out again.
out. Right. I'm not going to do any combat. I'm going to step back here.
No.
I'm just going to call out to the little guy over here who's running
No.
away. That I want to see the hand of penis, whatever his name is. Can't remember. Right.
Hand of Palus.
Yeah, that's the one. Right hand of penis.
Hand of penis.
I want to see him. I want to see him. And that's all I'm going to do.
Right.
We need to run. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me outline the situation for you, such as your characters perceive it. Hand of Palus is a corpus max. You were told this. There's only 10 of those in the entirety of the Empire. They are some of the most elite and high rising stars in the military. They are generals, 5-star generals. So, in your own mind, the ability for the city guard to go and get this guy is probably limited if they even know who he is.
Surely they know who it is.
They probably know of him, but know him personally or knowing that he's even in the area.
That's not Yandel.
It is sort of like yelling to a regular soldier during the Second World War, please go get Patton. Well, I mean, he's probably not going to, is he?
Okay.
Okay, then that changes my turn then.
Yes, I imagined.
does.
Okay, so I was here, right?
Yes.
And these two, can you move them close to my feet? Because they're skidding.
Well, they're sort of like there in this area here.
Okay, rage and reckless attack, and I'm going to swing.
my God.
Don't
at the
attack!
bodies on
Run,
the floor.
please, for the love of God.
And well, their bodies are on the floor, right, and they're asleep, so they don't have any
Yes.
defense to this whatsoever.
No,
So
that's
I'm gonna
advantage.
I'm going to swing straight for the neck.
Okay.
Over a chicken. Oh, I just
Oh
want
my
to
God,
say.
what is that?
Alright, so Handa, what is your AC? Oh, sorry, what is your... Why does this not say properly? You had advances, so that's 14 total. They don't get dexterity modifier, meaning that they still... Oh, no, you don't hit. You just hammer down next to him, missing by a few inches as the...
How do I not hit?
Because you rolled a 14, his AC is 15 without the dexterity modifier.
Fuck me.
Just angry.
No, I'm not
Yes,
in
you're-
any way to blame for... No,
He's
not
asleep on the floor. He's asleep on the floor.
One
Right,
chicken.
the training wheels came off. You started threatening people in a crowded tavern. I am not to blame for this.
That isn't my first move. I tried talking.
Yeah,
He didn't let me try to
but
persuade. I tried to persuade him, but there was no
Yeah, he had
roll,
no
there
interest
was no
in being
interaction.
persuaded. He was already annoyed. I described to you how he looked. He was tired, annoyed. He was sitting down with those things to do. There was nothing about his demeanor that made him approachable. You went up and tried to approach him, being persuasive. It didn't take, and then you started threatening him.
Yeah, I blame this all on you.
There's no blame. It could be interesting, but we'll
There
leave that
are
for now.
zero
You can get
chances of me accomplishing anything without NPC.
Yeah, probably. In this way, at least by threatening him.
I
Not
didn't
all
try,
people
that wasn't
are
my
there to
first
be
step.
cooperative.
But
That has
one
never been the
fucking
case.
feather.
Right, Ryan, you missed because his AC is 16 with his armor.
So you just like swing and miss?
This
No, he hits the armor and it just pells off to one side. There was one attack. You have another on your bonus. Wait, no, you raged, so you don't.
Correct.
That was your turn. He takes no damage because you're shit at hitting. The guard's outside. There's one, and he's there, so he's trying to climbing in. That is
okay. Fine.
Not good.
Fucking
There's
fine.
that. That's 3 on a DC 12. Doesn't take. This guy is terrified, so we will do that a will save. See if he breaks it. Oh no, he does not. You see how the guy trying to climb out realizes he can't, so he runs back to the corner, climbs onto a table, and just crouches under it, covering his head, screaming and yelling. He's absolutely terrified. That was his turn. After that, we got Kanan.
Oh, fuck me. Alright. I just like to find a shape. That's supposed to be a 20-foot cube. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this, right?
I don't see what you're
Oh
doing.
shit! I accidentally drew. Sorry.
A cube. A cube is
Yeah.
is
No,
something
not a
else.
cube, sorry, a circle.
Let me see. Do you? Yeah, that's about that. So you put it there, hitting those two guys and this guy. And the... What are you trying to do? What is it?
Darkness.
Ah, right. Okay. On that
Right.
case, drop it here and go like 10 feet that direction, 10 feet that direction. That means it's a 20 foot area.
Exactly. So
Good,
this
okay.
is my idea. Just
Yep.
pop it there, and pull on Forrest's collar. Just fucking get away.
Alright, okay.
It's not the time. Just go.
Perfect. You weave this magical aura from between your hands, and while the guards are still on the ground sleeping, a massive black dot of darkness just appears, like someone stole the light from a certain area in the world. Everything in that area disappears. You lose complete line of sight of the guards in the doorway and everything that was there. And you hear how they're just yelling, "What the fuck is going on? Listen!" Screaming, trying to push their way in, but still not getting anywhere. That was Kanan's turn. Lou, your turn.
Can I?
Yeah.
Unless you're doing anything. Are you doing anything else? Sorry, Kanan.
Did I manage to pull Forrest away?
I don't know. That's for him to decide.
Oh no!
Are you trying to pull him away?
Yes, I said
Yeah,
that.
he's pulling on his collar. I can't make him do fuck all.
Okay.
Please, Forrest.
My turn yet.
Can,
Nope.
if I ask,
But you can respond as a free action. You can respond.
if I ask, so there
Oh.
is open flames currently in the kitchen. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, you see like cinders and some embers.
I'm
in
gonna let
the
this
oven.
bitch on fire because of that
No.
interaction. Oh yes, you don't know me. I will let this
I'm-
bitch burn.
Alright, meta. Brett, stop doing meta things. It is, however, your turn.
Yes.
Unless Kanan is doing anything.
Okay.
No.
You still have movement.
Yeah, you can do. You can
I
move
don't-
if you want to.
Yeah, but I cannot move without Ryan.
I mean, if
I'm
we start
pulling on
moving,
him.
you'll follow. I think maybe.
Well, yes, that's the.
Well, I
that's
mean,
the
you can
point.
start pulling him away on your bonus action. You can take like 5 or so, 10 feet step backwards
Yeah.
trying to pull him if he allows it.
Do you allow
Uh, do you allow it?
I'm thinking about it.
it? Try it.
Asshole.
Try it.
Roll a dice.
No.
Right, okay, apparently he's not allowing it. Or he can decide on his turn. Do you do anything with your movement so we can move on?
Run.
I'd like to just get the fuck away
Alright, okay, run.
as far as I can.
Start running.
Five,
You still have 30, you have more than that because you're a
I
monk.
have 45.
Nice.
5,
You'll be ahead of me,
10,
right?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Nice. Wow. Look at
So
that.
Lou, as you're standing there in the kitchen contemplating burning everything down, you see how Kanan just comes around the corner and completely blinds you by just sheer pace as he strips towards the door, trying to escape this madness. That was his turn.
Do you slide?
Lucius,
over
what are you
the
doing?
What?
Do you
Yes, he
slide?
does a manly
Nice.
parkour slide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Manly, pretty cool. Okay.
It's very manly.
So I will. Can I? Is there a way for me to tell something or yell something to Forrest without anyone outside hearing it?
Well, I mean, unless you have a message or something, you're just yelling into the room, strictly speaking. You don't know what can and can't be heard, or if they're even paying attention.
Yeah.
There's a lot of commotion going on.
Okay, but with that in mind, like, can I do an intelligence check to assess that?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to make an intelligence check. Your best guess is that if you yell it, it will probably be heard. But at the same time, the only ones who can hear it are the guard in the corner, or is the guard in the corner, and the guards outside. And there's so much noise going on there that chances are they won't really make much sense of it, anyways. But it's a gamble.
Yeah. So, I'm just gonna yell, "We're going," and I'm gonna grab a thing, like a torch or whatever I have, and start lighting the thing on fire. Like the
Oh my
building.
god.
Oh yeah, like this way. This.
So you're throwing it onto what?
to barrels. I'm gonna. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, this is gonna burn.
Can
Well,
try
I
to
mean,
stop him? No?
you know that things don't light on fire that quickly. You need fabric or something that could work
Are
as
they
tinder.
curtains? Tablecloth? Anything in the kitchen?
There's not a lot of fabric in here. looking into the barrels, they're filled with water. You see
I can also use thaumaturgy to increase the strength of.
that you
flame.
could do. Absolutely, you can do that.
I am gonna do that.
I'm just gonna put in. I veto this action completely. Fuck you.
You turn around and you see Ayla just standing there in the door, looking at you, going, "I veto this interaction. This is stupid."
I'd like to do that too if I can.
Your objections are well noted, and I respect you. Can you please help us evacuate while I finish up here?
I look at fucking. Wait to. Kanan.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Tap. Sorry.
I'm not tapped.
I am not Tab.
I have problem with names. Just give me some slack.
It's fine. It's fine.
I just look at him and go like, hands you like holds the feather up.
You have the feather?
I have the feather. You fucking.
Okay. Sure.
Don't burn this place down, please.
Right. Okay. I'm cutting it there because that's too much on a turn. Lucius, what do you do? Finish it.
I'm
Come on.
burning the place and grabbing.
Right,
picking
okay, you
feathers
throw a torch, something
Yeah.
you grab from the oven, onto the pile of wood in the corner. You cast Thaumaturgy as your action, trying to set it all on fire, increasing the volume of the flame. Both you and Kanan experience how it's growing hot very, very quickly. Remind yourself that you need to maintain Thaumaturgy. It is not, the flame explodes and it keeps exploding.
Yeah, I know.
Right, that's good. That's your turn.
And I'm gonna move.
Guard's turn. Right, move.
1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm out. Right?
Yes. You're more or less, you're out in the back. We'll deal with that in a second.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm looking
Guard's
for a
turn.
picking feather.
They're trying to climb in. They do so in complete darkness, trying to climb that film, so they do it with disadvantage. This guy gets a 16 and a 20 though, so it doesn't really matter. He manages it, comes over the other side, see what's going on, takes a position here. He doesn't see anything, so he just stops there and starts moving forward. You don't actually know where he is, so he's in this area somewhere. Other guard tries to climb the mountain of people, still sleeping.
Nope.
He does not manage that. He can't see anything. Stops there. Still trying to get in. Forrest, your turn. You can no longer see the people at your feet. They're completely covered in darkness, as if everything has just turned black.
No, it doesn't work. It's magic.
Doesn't work. It's magical. Too bad.
For fuck's sake. Alright, this is bullshit. I'm gonna slam my axe into the table and I'm gonna walk right here, throw myself to the ground, put my
Why?
hands up,
Oh my fucking.
clutch paper that we've been given in my hand above my head, and I'm just gonna sit here.
No.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Is he surrendering?
No.
No.
No,
I don't
he's
think
going
he is.
fuck all.
Alright, okay, so let me get this straight. You take the paper, you hold it above your head, and you sit down.
Yep.
Why?
Goody. Awesome. Okay. Forrest, there you are. That guard's still got his turn. He's trying to get in. Didn't manage that. That guard is screaming in the corner. He's for left combat. Kanan, your turn. Ayla, you should do something at this stage because everyone else is either leaving or doing it.
I'm just gonna like slowly walk out, just shaking my head.
Right, okay, walking out the kitchen.
Just one thing. All right, so I don't need to look at the point that darkness originates from. All right.
No. It's a concentration as far as I recall.
Yeah, it is.
Goody.
All right. Fuck it. I'm just going outside, and I'm hopefully waiting for
Right.
the guy,
Coming
because
outside,
I
you
have
see.
no idea what happens here.
No. Coming outside, you see Lucius a good 20 feet ahead of you, running down the alleyway. This has been going on for about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So it's not like there's guards all over the place, but you do hear a lot of screaming and yelling going on in the area around you. Ayla, you have made your way roughly here. Looking out the door, you see Kanan and Lou rushing to make their way past everything, like jumping over barrels and all the shit that's in an alley and disappearing off into the distance. I imagine you're following?
Yeah.
Right, goody. Forrest, as they disappear from you, what do you do?
Nothing. I've completely surrendered. I'm
Oh.
holding the paper in my hand above my head, and I'm sat down on the floor with my
Awesome.
face firmly against the ground.
I'm so
Goody.
sorry.
We can do this, and we're back here, and we can take the after effects of this.
So basically, we're all gonna get fucking killed now.
As a few minutes passes, and eventually, sitting there on the ground for us, the darkness vanishes. You've heard noises, people waking up, people running, people screaming, and you heard how it progressed into armored feet encircling the darkness. And okay, cool, we can finish this. And after a short while, you see how the darkness disappears, spears are lowered towards you, and the guards ask you to stand and command you to follow them to the prison. Do you do so?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
You guys, looking from areas hidden and otherwise disguised, see how a good 15-20 guards are holding spears towards for his throat as they are pushing him and guiding him towards the prison.
Can I just say I'm not hiding because I'm not a part of this.
Exactly.
Like-
Okay, obviously not, but it was sort of in
I
broad
want to change my
strokes.
disguise.
Yeah, okay, just wondering too.
Because Gonzo is now a wanted man, so I need to change and not be Lucius or Gonzo. So let's see, who do I have here?
Deal with that in a second.
Yeah.
You follow them shortly, and you see them push him into the prison. And looking in through those two broad oaken doors, you see two guards walking with him into the prison. You see two other guards placing themselves outside, and the other guards scattering in all sorts of directions once they have him under control. We'll deal with that in a second. Ryan needs to go do something for 10 minutes, as he forewarned us. So I feel like this is a good place to take a break and let's just figure out what the fuck just happened. So we'll just do 10 minutes real quick. While Ryan is getting his shit sorted.
Oh, get
Right.
20 so you can eat.
First and foremost, this was not on me. At all.
It is
In any way.
hardly.
No, it is
Oh,
really
yeah.
not.
Fuck you.
By no means is this on me.
It
Oh,
wasn't. yeah.
come on.
I
really?
blame
A
everyone
chicken,
but Bisky.
chicken feather?
You demanded a chicken feather by being obscenely offensive. He told you to.
No,
Fuck
no, no,
off.
no, no,
Yes,
no.
you were.
Rewind.
Can anyone back me up on this?
Yes.
I was
Really?
offensive?
You
I was
were
offensive. I said they were gold for you. I'm willing to pay.
And he asked
For
for
this.
he asked for gold. If you wanted to,
I
if you
said
had to
there's
make him
money
stand up,
for you. I didn't say gold.
he didn't care. He displayed it openly. He didn't particularly find that line of argument interesting. So instead of going like, you know what, fuck it, I'll find a feather somewhere else, you figured like, fuck you, I'll burn the place down. Is
Yeah.
this true?
No. I am not disagreeing. But
Goody.
there was zero. Throw me a bone,
No,
man.
there was
It was a
there was
stupid
plenty
chicken
of options.
feather.
No, hells no. I took the training wheels off this time.
Training
I responded
wheels?
Yeah. All NPCs have been generally friendly towards you. At this stage, you found an NPC who was all like, I don't even want to bother. And then you threatened to murder him and burn down everything.
Yeah, because it was.
Because you're an asshole.
Yeah, I am an asshole. I agree, but still, that wasn't my first option. Wasn't even my second option. But
No, he didn't have
there
any
was
interest in what you
zero
offered him.
cooperation. Fuck
Yeah.
that. Fuck that.
That's what most people do. They don't cooperate. Most people are
I
assholes.
know. No, most people say, "I don't give a shit. You can have it. I don't care."
No, not if they have to do
it's
anything.
a worthless item. No. He didn't have to do anything. I didn't ask him to.
You
Pluck
had
a
to go
chicken
get
for
it.
me.
You didn't want to.
I didn't say go get it. Did I say go get it?
It doesn't matter. You asked him to do something for nothing,
I'm
and then you paid it,
I
and
asked
then you
him
offered to pay for it,
He has it.
and then you demanded a gold piece.
Yeah, if you.
Can I like kick fucking? Can I kick Lou after this?
If you can find
You
him,
can try.
find him in his
I
blue
wouldn't
disguise, you can
advise
back kick
it.
him.
I'm not in the mood for you to do that.
I'm gonna go get coffee. You guys can yell at each other.
I'm not.
I
doing
hate you,
that.
Dad.
I blame you.
Fuck me.
God
I'll be
damn
back in
it.
a couple of minutes, alright?
Sure, no problem.
Tap, you're gonna get so fucking afraid of me.
What? I'm gonna get what?
You fucking idiot!
Man, I asked for a chicken feather. That's all I needed.
I see, I understand, but please, what the fuck?
I know, but still, I thought he would throw me a fucking bone, like not caring about a fucking chicken feather. And you know what? Fuck it. I am responsible for this, but partly so is he.
No, technically you're the instigator here.
I am, but you know,
Alright, this was fun.
no, this is.
This
gonna
is
get
fun. Good
way
night.
more fun. That tavern is gonna burn to the ground.
Why are you burning?
Not yet.
Yes,
Just not yet.
Oh yes, I'm maintaining focus on that bitch.
If you burn that tavern, I am gonna stab you.
I would advise against it because I have self-defense mechanisms.
Do not do that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna win against a rogue.
Rogue is not hidden and doesn't have me flanked.
You're not gonna win. Just don't.
I mean,
I have a stealth. Like proficiency rating of +7, so I
Sure.
could just disappear if you want.
sure, I'm telling you, if you do 1 HP damage on me, I will retaliate. Don't.
Oh, scared.
I'm not
Just
threatening
careful.
you. I'm warning.
He actually does. He actually
I
does have a pretty good retaliation ability, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but still,
don't just
burn
don't.
down the
God damn it.
fucking.
I'm pissed. I need to vent my frustrations over 1 chicken feather that will go down as the most expensive chicken feather in history of mankind.
Imagine if we have to pay fucking reparations for this after this.
No, we're just losing our backing
No.
from the army because our orc has our papers and documentations that actually
Yeah.
clears us on our mission. And once the general hears of the shit that just went down, we will get captured and executed. So that's great.
This is gonna be fun. We're probably gonna have to bust Forest out.
I can
Again.
turn invisible if I can get to a supply store.
I
If-
can basically turn invisible if I just roll a high enough number.
No, it doesn't work like that. You can hide, yeah, but the moment you try to do something, you're invisible.
This is where
Yeah.
this is why we need a wizard with a familiar.
Fuck.
Fuck. All right.
Please don't burn down the tavern.
Tavern is burning. You can't
No.
stop it. And I'm not. I mean, look at it from my perspective. I tried to get 1 chicken feather. The guy was.
And you
pissy about
threatened
it.
him!
And a
I
shit
did.
ton of guards.
I
that
did,
can
and
shoot
I'm
you senseless.
listen. It's not
Got
me.
in.
It's my character. He's a man of his word, and I have to honor that.
What the f-
Yeah.
Yeah, but do not honor your word if
Yes.
it means dying.
I'm not gonna die. Maybe. And I maybe will not kill anyone. Maybe. If they drag them out of the tavern in time. Maybe. A lot of maybes. This is
Oh,
fun.
fuck
me.
This is fun, right?
No!
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun.
It is fun, actually.
Yeah. This is
I just
hilarious.
felt like I didn't want to combat just because fuck you guys, you did it on yourself.
Yeah. No. You did your part perfectly. You're not obligated to do or be forced to do anything you don't want.
I fight for honor, and that is not honor.
From my memory, you are chaotic neutral. You don't.
I mean,
do
yes.
It
Coffee.
doesn't mean anything.
I am chaotic neutral, but I still fight for a good cause. I won't
I
fight
fight
just
for a
because
good
some
cause.
fucker wouldn't give me a feather.
I think my ego is a good cause.
I mean, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Oh god, you guys fucked up.
No.
Oh, yeah, we definitely did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Agreed
you
to dis-
did.
No. Shut up.
You fucked up.
Whiskey,
Okay.
Yeah.
there
yes,
is a
Invisible Man.
Tumblr blog that has like a thing called "Shit My Players Say,"
Oh right, yeah.
which
What?
is a DM, which is like a Dungeons and Dragon blog where a DM can like put in like a shit ton of things the player says, like that are weird. You
That's
should
all.
submit to that.
Yeah.
No,
one,
no.
One
The
single.
one
white
threat of malicious destruction. Yes, that's generally all it
White.
takes.
chicken feather.
That's not the fucking point. It's not what
Chicken
you wanted to
feather.
achieve. It is how you did it.
I agree.
I agree with Carly.
I'm sorry, why did you
Fine.
keep calling it?
Fine.
What?
That's my name. Most people use
Fine.
my name
Yeah.
because
I-
Biscuit is difficult to pronounce.
No, it's not.
So,
It's Biscuit.
I'm not happy about this.
I actually
No,
find it difficult to
Never
believe.
are, because in this case your character failed. But I would say, instead of just taking it in and realizing this could be something awesome, or it could be the start of something funny, you make it a big thing, where it could just be interesting. Just go with it. Let it be.
I am
It
going
is-
with
You're
it.
gonna figure
Hence
out
the
You
something.
don't
burning
need
of the
to
thing.
succeed. Succeeding is not the point.
Okay.
It is never the point.
Fine. I would.
mean, how many times has
no,
everyone
It's
else
not
failed?
about
Hayden fails all
failing
the time.
or
He
succeeding.
took 7 minutes to get in the crow's nest and sat there being useless for that entire time.
My frustration isn't failing.
But
It's not
I got
not
fast
being
at the
given
same
a
time.
chance to fail, not given the opportunity to fail. That's my
There was
frustration.
there was tons of options there. You just went with the first one that was in your mindset
With
because
my
I have the
strength,
proficiency.
talking my way out of it. Yeah.
Exactly. You went with your strength.
Yes.
Instead of thinking what is reasonable for your character to do in this situation, is it to start going booming voice, thaumaturgy, threatening to burn the place down?
Yes.
Is that reasonable?
I mean, not reasonable, but it is my character. Yeah.
You know, Bisky.
Considering
just wanna
that he just got out of prison and basically is on a leash for the next 2 days.
Your character's not stupid. I would say this. Your character has actually played really well for the most part, but in this case, you played him as a murder hobo.
I was.
We love
I'm
a murder
furious,
hobo.
man. Single
God.
No, but Bisky, could I just say,
chicken feather.
Mm.
a part of me thinks you planned this just
No.
because of... No, I know.
Although,
but,
if I planned that, I would have had that entire bar set up.
but the way you like set up like the characters in the bar, I was like, I really like that old lady. I don't want to watch her burn.
No, that's the thing. She wasn't there this time. In my mind, she's always had late nights. So she isn't there
What's
in
her
the middle
name?
of the
She had a
day.
day off.
And the bar owner is a dickhead. He has always been a dickhead. You didn't
yeah,
have
I
to deal
agree.
with him yesterday, so that wasn't really a point. But in this case, he was there. And instead of just going, okay, this NPC's a dickhead, let's do something else. You just went, fuck it, I'm gonna steamroll him. Instead of just going like,
Yes.
are there anyone in the bar that could be a threat to me?
You're right.
Honestly, just like turning
I
around and having
will
a
learn
perception
from
check.
this. I will learn
Goody.
from this, definitely.
Bisky's just
After, as I watch that barn burn. to
Do
a
you
crisp.
realize how many times I've done this as a player?
Nice.
Where I just went like, fuck you, I've got intimidation of 10. I'm gonna kill you. And the guy goes like, you're in the middle of the public street, in a market stall, surrounded by everyone else. 10 minutes later, I'm in jail going like, fuck. And the DM is like, are you an idiot? And I'm like, yeah, I am.
Nah, you're right. I did fuck up. But yeah.
Again,
Alright.
I'm
fuck ups
impressed.
are not bad.
Fuck
Fuck ups are not
You're
bad.
gonna
They
think
are
of
the
something.
cost
Come on.
of human.
Yeah. Like I said, isn't
But he's
failing.
not human.
Failing is
He's a
fun.
tiefling.
It's just being limited, not being given a chance.
But that's the thing. There isn't always a chance. Say for example, it's an extreme example, but the example is not wrong. If you went, I would like to pray to my god, and ask for shit. I don't know. I would ask for a dragon, a pet dragon. Well, is that a religion check? And if you roll a crit 20, is that then yes, you get it? Things aren't always within the bounds of possible. In this case, this guy was predisposed not to liking you.
I'm gonna find him.
You can do that.
I will do that. As I watch the barn fucking burn to the ground.
It's a tavern in the middle of the city.
I hope that 1 gold was worth it, you fucker.
Wait, did you give it to him?
No.
No.
God no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got
Me
scared
give
there.
money? No.
All right,
It's-
you can do whatever you want with the bar, but just wait until all of us are on the ship, so
Yeah,
you
but-
can just throw a match, light it up, and just
No.
run
Barn,
down to the port.
barn is burning as we speak. Currently on fire.
Well,
Escalating.
okay, let's pick it back up again from your perspective while we're waiting for Ryan.
I'm changing
So-
my costume to something else.
Okay, roll a disguise kit check.
What is that?
Oh,
As
I
far as
would
I know,
actually
it's a
like to
proficient.
do that.
You're proficient with disguise kits, aren't
yes,
you?
yes, I have
Goody.
one.
So that's your proficiency bonus. You have a disguise kit,
Yes.
and then depending on how you do it, do you just change a little bit, and it's your mannerisms we're talking about, or do you completely dress up?
I would like to change completely. I want to resemble like a wizard type character.
Okay, but you still have horns, so that is difficult.
I will
So
be
you-
a wizard, but I mean, tieflings
So
can
yeah,
be
yeah.
a
Are you
wizard.
staying? Are you staying as a tiefling? Because it's not like there's a lot of tieflings about.
I mean, can I do something to change that? Can I have a?
I don't know. You a disguise kit has all that shit. If you put on a massive white, flowery, powdery wig and dress up as a
Yes.
lady,
No,
I
I'm not
would
lady.
fucking allow
Fuck you. I'm not. A
you can
lady.
do that. Why
I
not?
want to be a wizard, but if I can wear a wig.
we
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will
My
wear a
accent
wig.
goes haywire on weirdest words.
we.
Lucius, the murder hobo. Yes.
The wig.
So
Alright, okay.
I want to change my appearance. So yeah, maybe change my skin color. Skill color.
Okay, so fair enough. You realize quite quickly that you are a tiefling, and there's not a lot of those. So what you do is you put on a massive,
I mean,
big
massive.
grey wig, and on top of that you pull down this pointed black hat, and you pull on a robe that just kind of covers everything, and you wipe your face with this white sort of powder that has been greased through. You sort of look like a human with a bad skin condition, but you don't look like a tiefling, so you'll
Okay.
go for it. Roll your check, see how it goes.
What is it? I'm sorry. It's
So that in that case, you're using intelligence to try and confuse everyone else.
Okay,
so that
so
would make an
intelligence.
intelligence with proficiency on a d20.
okay. Intelligence. Proficiency 2, and what else?
And modifier for intelligence that's +2, and then proficiency is +2. Wait, what's your intelligence?
I mean, it's already added because I rolled it on. It's
So it's a +1 plus. So you added the
Why is-
+2 from.
why is it +1 +2?
I don't know. It says so.
Wait,
What
does
did you just click intelligence
Yes,
straight
I
up?
just straight up clicked until I'll do it again.
You are a bard. That's why. You get a +1 from Jack of all trades. Of course you do.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, that's
Of course you do.
Yeah.
No, I realized. I just didn't understand where the fuck the +1 came from.
I had no
So
idea
that's
as well.
plus proficiency. So you get 14
+2, 16.
+2, so 16. All right, okay. So it's fairly successful. You still look like you have a bad skin condition, but you don't look like tiefling, so that's something. Kanan, you trying to do the same thing, from what I understand?
yeah, but I'd just like to try and find any like rugs I can put over myself so I look like a hobo.
All right, okay. So you're looking for like canvas or something like dirty.
Anything.
Can I give him a
anything.
costume or something to help him disguise itself?
It's more. It has a makeup kit and whatnot. It doesn't have an endless supply of costumes. So the fact that you've got a wig and whatnot basically takes out the disguise kit until you reuse it.
Oh.
So, but you look around and you find like burlap sacks that's been.
I
in
actually have
mud.
this guy's kit too. so-
Do you?
Oh.
All right, fine.
Good lad.
You find a hobo costume. You.
I-
That's
You-
not a
I'm
problem.
Hobo.
I'm a fucking sneaky bastard. God damn it.
Hobo costumes are not difficult to find. All right, roll are you proficient? Have you got a disguise?
Yes.
I'm really sorry. Can you just give me 1 minute, please?
2.
It's an emergency.
Oh yeah,
I
no
mean,
worries.
we're-
We'll do some. Go for
Thank
it.
you.
Go for it.
I'm
Do it.
really sorry. 1 minute.
No worries. Ryan's gone as well. Right, so roll that check as well. Ayla, are you doing anything stupid important?
Which attribute
No,
should
I'm
I
still
put in
just
it?
like really mad at them.
That seems to be your static default setting. So that's
fair
all.
enough.
That's a
Carly,
good setting to have. Yes.
Carly, which attribute should I add in?
You're doing the same thing, so intelligence. My point was asking that if you could do something like, no, I don't change a lot. I just make myself look slightly younger, and then I change my mannerisms and my tone of voice, the way I speak. Because in that case, it would be a charisma check. These things are not static. It depends on what you're trying to do.
All right.
So +1, +2, plus. Okay, so 12.
-1 +2, so 12.
Yeah, 12 total. It's fine. So you managed to look like a hobo within reason, and you feel like maybe if they started investigating you and putting effort into it, they might recognize you, but it would require for the people to be in the bar or who had been in the bar to spot you.
All right.
All right.
Right now, my idea is to like walk around the prison. Just
Sure.
try to get the idea of the scope of the place. How
Okay.
many guards are there? Where? What are they doing?
Okay. Are you helping with this, Ayla? You have a better chance of moving around than he does.
Nope.
Okay.
Fuck you.
You see Ayla just standing in the background going like, fuck you guys, I'm so angry.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
I can appreciate that sentiment. Okay, do an investigation check, straight up.
Investigation.
I will not accompany them doing stupid shit.
No, he's not being stupid at this stage. Besides, Kane wasn't the one to do the stupid. He was just sort of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still.
That's fine. Just punish all of them. Walking around the place, I mean, you were inside the prison
Yeah.
not too long ago.
But
And-
I'd like to just see how many guards are there, where are they, and the other
Alright.
things.
As you walk past, you can kind of get a glance as you walk past the door, and you see the prison cell that you saw Forrest being marched into is still occupied. You can't see into the prison cell; it is at a different angle from you. But outside of it, you see two spearmen, young human males, just with their spears lowered towards and in between the bars, and you remember that 2 other guards walked into the prison cell. So your best guess is that they are still paying attention to Forrest.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So on that floor, there's at least 4 prisoners.
It's a 1-floor building. It's completely flat, so
Oh,
it's
okay.
basically just a brick building with, you think, like maybe 5 cells in each row, times 4 total.
All right. So 4 guards total.
In the cell, walking around the area, you see other guards, not necessarily armed.
Yeah. But
I'm back.
on
I'm
the
sorry.
prison
Awesome.
cell.
Yeah,
No
wow.
worries. He's just doing prison scan. I think he's trying to
Right.
break out Forrest, which would be interesting. You do that. So yeah, you get a grasp of the prison. There's like maybe 10, 15 guards patrolling, coming and going in the area, and your character knows, looking at it, that this would be insane to try and break anyone out. But you have an idea. You know where Forrest is and who's there,
All right.
number-wise.
All right. I like to go to the slums again,
Sure.
and I'd like to somehow get in contact with anybody who has done some shady business.
Cool.
Because I look like a fucking hobo, and I'm gonna be like,
I live here.
I may need help. Can anybody
Cool.
help me?
What did you ask?
What?
What did you need help with?
No. I'm gonna ask the people in the slums if anybody has ever committed a crime and escaped jail.
Oh, so you're getting
Alright.
okay.
So you walk up to. Is anyone helping him here, or are you following him? What are you guys doing?
I need to get supplies for my shit before I lose the chance to do that. So I need
Okay.
to find a
I
place
am
that
not-
sells supplies for magic stuff.
Cool.
And I will grab a chicken feather on my way there from that same fucking tavern that I watched burn to the crisp. Burn to the fucking
It is
ground.
not. All right. Okay. Let's fix that real quick. So as you leave the tavern, rushing out, in a couple of minutes later, you see Forrest being marched out, and how one side of the building has begun to blacken as the flames eventually took hold. You see a rush of people running in and out of the tavern, out back into the market square, where there's a number of wells. There's one in the middle and one off to the side, and you see buckets of water being ran back and forth, being passed from one hand to another. So in the span of like 10 minutes, they managed to get the fire under control. So it didn't burn to a crisp, because that would be insane.
But what if I kept using thaumaturgy? I have 3 of those.
I'm pretty sure you need to have a line of sight on what it is you're doing it on, and secondly, casting spells is not something you do sneakily, generally speaking. But you know what? No, because that would be retconning.
I mean, you didn't give me. I said I wanted to make it burn.
You
just said
were all
no.
running for. I said you can try. Burning down a building is not easy. I speak from experience, as I once burned down a school, maybe.
Before
Real life
What?
experience or D&D
before
sessions?
Kanan goes.
Unfortunately, it's from real life experience, and I'm telling you, it's not easy.
Oh,
Please elaborate
I know.
on that.
Kanan.
I burned down a school.
Nice.
That, no more comments.
Nothing else?
I burned down a school because it deserved it. Fuck that place.
Yeah, exactly
I
like
your
this
style,
bar.
Whiskey.
I'm just saying, it wasn't easy. It took me 20 minutes to get that thing started. I'm telling you, burning down a place is not easy.
Okay,
All right.
I'll do that.
Before or after you got finished with being a teacher?
Oh, right. Well, before. I was 15.
I just
Oh,
imagine.
okay.
Have you seen like the picture of the little kid in front of the burning building with?
Ah,
like,
yeah.
white face?
Yeah,
I just
that's
imagine that was you.
I wasn't blonde. I've got dark hair, so no. But otherwise, yes.
Can
But
I,
I'm saying, it is difficult.
Can I have your tinderbox thing? I need it for my spell.
No.
I'm not lying.
No.
I will buy one if you don't give me.
Did you
yours.
say Kanan or Ayla? I didn't hear.
Kanan?
Oh, okay.
I
There
do
you go.
not expect Ayla to cooperate with me, especially
Fair
with
enough.
it revolving
You
fire. I will
are a
not use it to
smart
burn this
man.
place. No, I will not. No, I've changed my ways.
Yes.
Why are you laughing?
I have changed my ways.
Why are you laughing?
Sure.
Like from the-
No. What? Wow, what an
in the
impartial
last
DM you
15
are.
minutes.
I am impartial.
Yeah, laughing at me.
Good,
in
Whiskey.
my
You're
sincere
supposed to be.
change of heart. Yeah, there you go.
Pardon me.
Kanan, please. Can I have a tinderbox?
Yes, you can have a tinderbox.
Thank you, friend.
You're very welcome.
I will mark that down. Tinderbox.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna mark it because I'm lazy.
Kanan, as you leave him with your tinderbox, you start making your way towards the slum area.
Mhm.
You walk through the area and you begin to spot signs that are
Define
familiar to you.
signs.
You should
okay.
have thieves. Well, no, you don't, because you're a monk. You do not know this. Well, actually, you know what? You have
Well,
that background, so I would say you would know thieves' cat to a certain extent, at least.
Alright.
Walking through that area, roll a perception check.
Like I can recognize it. I cannot. Wait, where is it? Here. I cannot decipher it. I rolled it.
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. So walking through the slum area, you begin to spot some of these. It's just like signs. It's like these general hand markings that are familiar to you to some extent. And you see one place with arrows pointing to another. You're walking like through an alleyway, back out the other corner, until you come to a hatch in the floor. So that would lead down into a basement. And on it, you see one large sigil-like marking, indicating that this is a thief's den of the sort, or at least a meeting area.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
All right. Is there anybody around it? Anybody looking?
Looking around, you don't immediately see anything that strikes you as a watching guard or post or anyone paying attention.
All right. All right. I take my hood off. I imagine myself with a hood. So my real clothes is visible, and I just slowly make my way down there.
Okay. You open it up, and you step down.
I am not sneaking in any way.
No, I know. Stepping down, you enter into this dark, damp, rather unpleasant basement. It's just a square room about 15 feet across on all sides, 10 feet to the ceiling. And you get the feeling that this is the right place. Mm-hmm. Looking around on the floor, you see footprints from various types of red mud and sand. So people from all sorts of areas come here. But this is probably the wrong time, but you are in the right place, you recognize.
All right, how far in am I? Is there any way of me meeting somebody?
Looking around, there's nothing here. It's just a big, black, empty room, a basement, so to speak. And given that it's empty, there's nothing here. But it is probably the right place. Your assumption is that this is a meeting area where business is conducted on neutral ground.
All right, so I can imagine it's more lively in the evening.
Probably.
All right. I guess I'm gonna leave so far.
Okay. So you do return back to where the others are. Ayla's still standing there, scoffing at everything, hissing and being just all around being pissy, which is completely fair in your mind because the situation is fucked. You find that Lucius is gone, however. Lucius, where are you? Lucius?
He's typing.
Stop typing and... What is he doing?
Oh, sorry. My mic was unplugged.
How'd you?
Because I don't have a mute button, so I don't want you to hear me cough or stuff like that.
No worries.
So I have a glorious
okay.
shipping list, and I need to find a shop that has those items. So I'm gonna ask people around if they can point me in the right direction. Being super polite that I am.
Sure.
But why don't you dismantle your headset? You can get a fine copper wire there.
One or two.
Listen.
I hate all of you. Right, okay, make an investigation check. With advantage, because you've got plenty of time.
Yay!
By the way, I'm up to meditating a bit.
Okay.
To get back my keys.
Investigate. 18. I find
So, walking around and talking to people, you ask a few passers-by who all give you like, I don't know, go away. Until you find someone who looks more like you, wearing rather scholarly robe, more ordained, or sorry, ordained is something else entirely. Jesus, and you just pat him on the shoulder and ask him, kind of, sir, could you like magical items and whatever else? He goes, oh, that's curious. All right, if you go down to the harbor, right, I've got a good shop. It's really interesting. Right, they have all these sort of things. So you go all the way down, and you come out the door, or out the gate, and you turn to the left, and all the way down at the end, by the last pier, if you turn into the right, there's a tiny, tiny shop with a minor halfling man who's very kind, and he's got all these various things. If you're looking for something like gamma raving and all that, that'll be the place to go. Got really good prices too. Best of luck, man. Best of luck. And
Very
he
intuitive.
lowers his head and he starts scurrying off.
Good fortune. And I'll see you later. And I'm on my way there.
Okay. So you make your way down there and you turn off to the right and you follow his instructions. You come all the way down to the end of the pier. It's down this area here. And you turn into this it looks more like a shed, really. There's no windows. Looking at the roof, it is just boards or planks lined poorly up against each other, leaving plenty of space open for rain and whatever else. So you begin to wonder whether or not there's any truth to this, this being a shop. You stand here in front of this building. What do you do?
What's around me? Are there people or anyone?
Yeah, it's sort of bare. I mean, that last pier has no ships on it. If you see a few fishing vessels, rowboats and this sort, but that's about it. A few people coming and going in this area, but mostly soldiers just patrolling. You see one or two people in your immediate line of sight, and that's about it.
Can I investigate the entrance to make sure it's not trapped in any way?
Yeah, you stand in front of the entrance and you look it up and down. Roll an investigation check.
He didn't lie to me, did he? 14.
It looks like the door to a shed. And from the best you can tell, it's no traps whatsoever.
A floor?
It is more like planks put on top of each other. Calling it a floor would be benevolence.
There's
Wow.
nothing beneath it. There isn't anything weird. No.
No, it's just basically planks, from your perspective at least, like looking down towards the door. I mean, you can't see all of the floor, the door's not open.
Can I knock?
So, yeah, you knock on the door, and you hear from inside this tiny voice going, yes,
May I enter?
of course, you here to buy?
Maybe.
Come in then, idiot. What are you doing out there?
I don't know who this is, but I love him.
Idiots.
Are you Yoda?
It's a halfling. Halflings sound like that, okay?
It's very small.
It's like all dwarves or Scotches, okay? Deal with it.
Yeah.
So you do step inside?
Yeah.
You step inside, and the moment you enter, everything is different. You walk into this sort of manor-like construct. There are items everywhere. You see to the back of the room, there's a good 50 feet back there, and even then you feel like if you're looking around to half a corner, you see that there's shadows indicating that there's hallways to one side or the other. You're standing in this sort of oval, round sphere of a sort on a platform where underneath you, looking around, you see the entirety of the sphere, excluding the platform where you're standing, is basically just one big library. Books everywhere, in the ceiling, in the floor, just this big velveted area of knowledge. And the platform where you're standing and down to the back around the corners, items are everywhere. To one side you see a buffalo's head, to the other you see a tusk from something that probably dragon-like. And on top of you, basically arcing over you, nothing but plants weaving in and out of themselves, making themselves alive as you stand underneath them. In front of you, on the platform, 10 feet ahead of you, is a clean desk, an oaken table of a sort, with items stacked on top. And behind it sits a very powdered, old gnome, also halfling, with cheeks with blush on them, completely red, as if he's just tripped over a makeup, what's it called? Makeup
Brush?
No, not brush, like an entire kit.
Blood.
Okay,
Palette.
He
follow a
says
disguise
blood.
kit.
There's a bee.
Yes, doesn't matter. He
Palette.
looks at you and goes like, you here to buy?
Yes, you have a
Mine?
lovely store.
Oh my god, it's a good store. What do you want?
And I hand him the tiny list that I have.
He looks it over and he goes, is that all?
Is
Oh,
it
you're new to the craft, eh? That is good. That is good. Good to learn. Knowledge is good. I shall find you these things. Wait here. and he turns around, and you see him disappear down the hallway to the right, and you can just see his shadow sort of like going through drawers and pulling stuff out, and it takes him about a minute, and he comes back with like basically all these things in each their own tiny sort of glass box, where you open it up and it rests on a cushion of different sorts of velour. You open it up and you're like, oh, here, purple velour, and you see like, oh, this is a honeycomb, and this is a drop of sweet oil, and so on and so forth. Some of them come in small vials, others in just there for your holding. And he looks at you and goes, oh, so, what would you offer for these?
Would you?
Please don't tell you're gonna burn it down again.
Not yet. What would I offer? That's a strange question. I was thinking this is a shop. You do take money. Gold.
I prefer knowledge.
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 Okay. Sure. What kind of knowledge are you interested in?
Have you got books, or have you got... I don't know. Have you got anything of interest?
I have huge chunks of obsidian from near deserted island.
Yeah.
If you're interested in that, or
Yeah.
okay,
You're a
excited.
traveller. Have you not come across anything interesting? Anything new? Anything knowledgeable? And he just kind of waves his hands at you. It's like, ooh, magic.
Actually, I am on my way to procure something very magical, very rare. But
Yes?
I kind of need this stuff to get it. So sadly, I do not have anything of interest on myself. And,
So you will buy on credit?
well, if you
Yes,
would provide
yes.
credit, sure, but I can also pay.
I suggest... No, young man. I suggest you go to the slum district and talk to my friend Hello. Hello will tell you what I need. Yes?
Hello?
Hello. Ask for Hello.
In Slum District.
In the slum district. He will tell you, you shall have these things, and then you come back to me, yes? Otherwise, I will have to come find them, okay?
So you will give me these items now, and I go
Yes.
to Halor and speak about payment.
Yes. And Hello will find something for you to do. Is this good?
Sure. Sure. Is this guy
Thank you.
trying to swindle me in any way?
Make an insight check.
I have a very bad feeling I'm selling my soul for copper. Insight check. There we go. These types of characters scare the shit out of me.
At
You
least
have not met many other people with magical abilities. They tend to be sort of weird and sort of curious. Magic seemingly has a weird effect on the mind, or it's just the psychology required to practice it. But this guy is very difficult to read. He seems stupid, but at the same time, you looking at him, you gather that to have succeeded for as long as he have, to have made this collection, he must be incredibly wise or very lucky. But you can't really read him, not per se at least.
Okay, so these are, like you said, elementary items for basic spells, right? Do you have anything that might be useful for a man such as
Well,
myself?
What are you looking for? It might be expensive.
If there's an honest way to pay for it, do you have any
yeah.
recommendations? I mean, you look like a wise chap.
Well, you have limited magic, yes?
Yeah, my magic stems from music, vibrations.
Oh, you're one of those. Oh,
Oof.
that's unfortunate.
I will choose
But-
not to be
but-
offended by that.
Maybe since you don't have access to the best of magic, maybe you should just use the tools that provide the magic. So, like a wand of magic missile is not a bad tool for the initiate.
That sounds very interesting. You have one of
Ah.
those?
I do have one of those. I have many things, and he gestures towards the rest of the area.
Okay.
I like this character. Can I just say that?
So you have a collection of wands, maybe?
Yes.
Do you have
I love this character.
fireball?
There are limits to what I will give, and I will not give an inexperienced initiate bard a wand of fireballs. You would put yourself and everything else on fire, which is sad for all the other things. We shall not do this, no.
Yeah.
But I will sell you a wand of magic missile. But you will have to talk to Halor first.
Sure, no problem. Honestly, you're very wise. Not giving
Yes.
me fireball.
Yes, this is true.
Okay. So, ingredients, do I get them now or when I talk to the...
Well, you can take them,
Oh.
but talk to Halor, or I will have to come find them. And I do not want to do this. This takes a while and always ends badly.
Oh. Okay.
Looking at him, you don't feel like he's threatening you. It seems like he's just matter of fact telling you what's going on and what is going to happen if you don't pay him. He doesn't in any way seem to indicate that he is enjoying the prospect of having to come get these things.
I honestly hope that I will... Yeah, there shouldn't be any problem, right? Like, what could possibly go wrong?
I don't think anything could go wrong as long as you talk to Halor.
Yeah, okay. What's your name, by the way? Just so I know.
I am
who's
Pax.
What did you
You
say?
may call me Pax.
Pax. Okay,
Yes,
Pax.
Pax Max is my name.
No, it isn't.
I
Yes,
think
it
you
is.
should have gone with Silopet.
Pax Max.
Pax Max.
The amazing
I-
shopkeeper.
Yes, I am Pax Max, the shopkeeper. I sell interesting things.
Okay, you're a delightful guy. I will talk to you when I...
Guys, I need to step away for a second. We'll pick this up again in 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah,
Sweet Jesus.
I love him.
I love the Yoda guy.
I really hope I don't burn his shop.
Yeah, if you, oh my god, I love him. Please don't burn him.
I will try. But this is a side quest.
I really think that if you try to burn his shop, he's gonna burn your soul.
Yeah,
I think so too. It's like you burn his shop, his shop burns you back.
Like I said,
Yeah.
those characters scare me the most because that guy
Exactly.
could be viciously
Like
powerful.
small, almighty characters.
Like
Yeah,
Yoda.
yeah.
It is a good comparison. Like an old
Yeah.
man using a cane to walk, actually super fast.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
powerful. Yeah, I respect those. That shopkeeper, that barkeeper, on the other hand, the way he will burn, it gives me joy. It reminds me of the good old days.
Of what?
Ah, fuck.
Oh,
me.
that's right. You don't know. We'll talk when we get together. You don't even know my name actually. That's great. Yeah, we'll talk when we get on ship.
One day.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Where's Ryan? Is he still AFK?
Ryan?
It's
Fuck
probably
all of you.
No.
Oh,
I am really sorry
love
for
you
your
too.
situation.
I'm very disappointed you didn't greet us with Cunt in Orcish.
Cunt in Orcish. In fact,
Thank you.
2 cunts in Orcish. Many
Okay,
cunts
okay,
in
but
Orcish.
can you just, whenever you say that, Rory, can you at least go asterisk, cunt in Orcish, asterisk?
That's too much work.
Yeah, it's too much.
You abandoned me, guys.
What?
You let me get sick. You left me for dead.
No.
I
Listen.
wanted to pull you back, but you're too goddamn
Why
heavy.
did you surrender? I don't get it.
Well, you'll never know.
Oh, we were out
Maybe
in
because it was
clear.
completely overwhelming odds and you'd set a fire behind me.
No. I said that.
I would
I
have,
was thinking about
I would
that.
have had a disadvantage to move.
No.
I was at least 2 turns, if not 3 turns away from leaving.
No?
No,
Why?
listen. There was a darkness at the door, and I set fire on the wall on the left. You were clear to walk past it. I know. I was very careful about that. I did not set fire to the door or in the path of you getting to the exit.
I stood up for you and you left me for dead.
Oh no! Don't turn it. No.
You'll
You
have to live
chose
with
to
that
surrender.
guilt now.
God fucking damn it! You need to break him out.
We're gonna get you out, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm working to
Okay.
get a wand that breaks walls.
so you've committed one crime. I'm assuming I kind of missed some of the story, but I'm assuming you're on the run from more crime.
No,
And now you're trying to commit another crime.
well, essentially.
This time it's an even bigger crime.
What?
Why don't you just go talk to the dude and let me out?
I will do that, but yeah, I need a plan B as well. No, this is the first thing I'm gonna do because I'm gonna need you to help me with whatever it is in the slums that's gonna happen.
I probably could help you in the slums. However, I do have an idea about how we can get him out.
Like talk to the guy.
What? No,
I'm
like
very
the
concerned
guards?
that he will just
Dab.
Kill?
you're dead. Yeah, he will just arrest us and say, no, you're too much of a hassle. There was a fire. There was one guy arrested. There was one taken hostage. Allow people.
I'm just kind of interested with how my situation will turn out.
You're completely neutral, but sadly you are tied to the group because I've ratted out on you.
Right. Okay. So guys, I'm here.
So is Ryan.
Alright.
Where did my coffee go? I had coffee a second ago.
No, you didn't.
Oh no, he's
well.
he's already forgetting.
That's
that
fine. It's fine. The girlfriend is home, so she will service me, as is her duty.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I see.
That's a weird
I don't think she heard that. That's fine. She didn't hear that. So.
Yeah, you're a brave
Right,
man.
okay. So what happened? So you were there. You stepped out of the shop, as far as I understood it.
Yes.
Okay, and you returned back towards the others. So you're gathering, sort of. I imagine you were in this area here, sort of meeting all of you.
Yes, please.
All right.
I'm just like sitting on a bench nearby.
Let's please get our comrade Forrest out of that situation that I got him into, but we will communally get him out of.
All right, guys. If we could find any way, I have an idea of which cell Forrest is in
How
from
do
the
you know
outside. I took a sneak peek.
that? You know which cell he's in, and how do we get him out?
Approximately. What?
How do we get him out of the cell?
All right. So we need to find either something that makes a small boom, or
Boom. I'm a fan of boom, especially
yeah,
if it's a
I know.
barkeep boom.
No, nothing connected to bars. Or if we find anybody capable of, in any possible way, either shrinking or anything, doing anything to Ryro, like making him able to go. Oh wait, are there like bars on the wall of the prison?
No, it's complete brick building, so
Shit.
it's not open in that way.
I can turn
Oh,
him
shit,
invisible.
Doesn't work.
I can turn him invisible, but it might cause guards to open a cell and check it, like to find where he went, and maybe he can use it to escape. But I will need a long rest to do that. And that is too much time burnt. I feel like our only option is for me to swallow my fucking pride and just grovel in front of that general and pray to whatever god is looking down at me, actually. Or maybe looking up, depending on my situation. Yeah, and maybe he'll let him out. How do you feel about that?
I'm not so optimistic.
I mean, I know. I definitely feel this is gonna go south real fast. But I don't
alright,
see any other options.
All right, what about this? We wait for the evening. We try my way. So we go to the slums. I have an idea where some interesting people, to say the least, could gather.
Okay.
And we would need as much money as we can get, because their services are gonna cost.
Are you wanna pay Thieves Guild to release our friend?
Something like that.
How about we just bribe
So-
the guards?
I doubt it's gonna work, but
Maybe we can just
I-
pay the fine, whatever it is.
You think this is payable by fine? I just shout from like my bench.
If it's a
I-
criminal
I-
person, I seriously hope so. I mean, I can just ask, right? I can ask if it's
That's
a fine,
Gonzo?
right?
Well, I mean,
Right?
sure, yes.
Okay, let's ask if it's a fine that we can possibly pay. I will pay it out of my own pocket, which is our own communal pocket.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You walk into the prison.
I have my very thick disguise, and I'm kind of hiding behind the elves,
Okay,
keeping
So-
my eyes down.
okay. You
Not
walk into the
suspiciously.
prison, and you
I'm
see this
absolutely
half-orc you saw the last time sitting behind this raised podium, this desk. He's still scribbling away. He seems somewhat more intense than last time you saw him. Coming into the room and looking around, you see there's a great deal more activity than there was previous. And walking around and looking, you walk up to the half-orc at the podium and look up at him. And what do you say?
Kanten-orkish.
I don't think people speak Orcish.
I would not recommend that. It's up to you guys. I can't.
He says it means something nice. I forgot exactly what.
Ayla, do you mind taking over this one? Because
Exactly what I'm supposed to do.
I'm gonna fuck up. We need to get our friend out of the jail. So be nice
So we're
with
at
that
the jail.
guy. And if we can negotiate a release, that would be swell.
Okay.
So give a crack at it.
Uh,
You're charismatic as well. Maybe.
Thank you.
Fuck me.
I walk up to him, to the guy at the podium, and go, "Excuse me, sir.
He looks down, coughs momentarily, just sort of lifts his head, goes, "Yes? What can I do for you, young lady?"
Have a little predicament here.
Oh,
One
I
of
think
our-
there's been a lot of predicaments tonight.
Well, yes, but one of our friends seems to be stuck in one of the jail cells.
Yes, which one? He starts flipping through the books.
I just go like the big one.
He stops, lets go of the page, and looks down at you. The half-orc, you say.
Yes.
How do you know the half-orc?
I pray
Well,
to every known
he's
god.
he's an old friend of mine.
So you were not at the tavern, perchance?
No, not at all, actually.
Oh, that was good. Otherwise, there would have been a whole lot messier than it already was. Well, what can I do you for with regards to this?
Well,
half-orc?
I was just wondering, if there any way we can release him?
He sits back and just gives you this curious, wondrous glance, as if you just told him the earth was square. No, of course not. He's going to be executed.
But okay, so let me get this straight. For him defending himself against your guards, he's going to get executed. Is that correct?
Flashes.
He coughs momentarily and goes, well, I suppose you could say it like that. Or you could put it such as the Corpus Maximus has decided that he levied a weapon against the King's Guard, and in this way he has caused not only grievous harm to society as such as it is, he has caused dissidents to arise, people now questioning whether or not the Guard can protect them and themselves and just the city. And we are now in a position where people are asking whether or not we are competent to do their jobs. So, depending on your definition of self-defense, he has, by defending himself, according to you, caused more harm than we have had to deal with in the past 20 years.
Okay, I see your predicament here. Mind if I talk to him?
Oh yeah, definitely. You can talk to him. You have about 20 minutes. As he says this, you look to the side, realizing that the two spear guards who had their spears lowered and levied towards towards the cell where Forrest was in, they're gone. He looks down and he goes, by my estimate, he should be in the city square in about a couple of minutes now, if I were to guess. I think you just missed him coming in.
Okay, The fuck.
We need to run.
No.
We need to run.
I'm
He's about to
thinking
be executed.
if I should do this thing or not.
You misunderstood. He's on his way to be executed right now.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
Then we fucking run.
I just look at the guard like deep in his eyes and go, "You will uphold this execution for at least an hour."
He looks at you and goes, "Love, I'd absolutely love to, but the man is already gone. There's nothing I can do from this desk."
Where's his? Oh, fuck. Where's the roll that he had? The items that he had with him.
Huh? Oh,
Are you asking?
I'm asking Kanan to ask him.
what?
I whispered it to
fuck.
Kanan. Ask about the scroll thing, the piece of paper for a
oh.
mission.
I'm sorry, but did our friend have a sort of a insurance paper with him?
He did hold a piece of paper, and he begins looking around and draws around him. But I believe it was taken by the Corpus Max. He took it with him.
All right. Thank you for your cooperation. By the way, where is the execution gonna take place?
Well, it's done by the market square. It's not difficult to find.
All right. Thank you.
My pleasure. Enjoy yourself.
I give him like a death glare as we leave.
Do we
He
remember?
just
what-
nods at you
what
and
the
smiles
paper
as he
said?
looks down.
Do we remember what the paper said? The words?
It had a few words on top, but it didn't make much
oh
sense.
fuck! I do.
You have it written?
Cheesecake buffoon.
Nice.
Good job.
Good fucking job. You saved our asses. Okay. Can you do your darkness? Okay. Let's go. So we can
It's
talk.
not. Let's.
We need to go fast. He's about to get chopped or
First of all, we need to find the goddamn thing.
It's a huge thing that we just passed. It's very nearby.
All
It's a
right,
huge
let's
opening.
find it and see what the situation looks like.
It's here.
All right, what does it look like?
So
Can we,
you leave. If I'm understanding all of you correctly here, so you're leaving the
prison area.
you're leaving the prison. You're heading down towards the market.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So coming to the market, you see how people are being pushed all around. You see how the guards are beginning to push people back. So they're making a line. They're using their spears and those weapons to push people back, yelling at them all the while, saying, "Make way, make way." You're trying to get to the front of this grouping of people, but you don't really have much of an option outside of just to use mediocre levels of violence to push your way through. Getting towards the inner circle, you see how in the middle of all of that, Forhurst is held towards the ground, his hands and feet manacled together with a rope spanning the bridge between these two sets of manacles, and latched to the ground through a metal hoop. Just, it seems to be placed in the middle of the square for that specific purpose. He is placed hand and foot. He's just looking down and is basically stripped bare by a burlap sack that is wrapped around him. All his items are gone, all his weapons are gone. And sitting there, you see him just sit. He's not doing anything. He's not acting. He's not calling anything out. He's just sitting there. And I'd like to... Let's bring us over here. Dup, 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 dup.
Oh shit!
What? All right.
Shut this down. And then let's do this. Do, 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 do.
Busy comes prepared.
6. What? 24 guards looking at one guy?
They
Well, I mean,
all
he's a big
have...
fucking orc.
They have the spears levied against him, lowered as the crowd is finally pushing back. He sits there momentarily until you see an old familiar face stepping out in between the guards coming from one corner. He places himself in the middle of everything, turns his back to Forhurst, as if ignoring him.
Bandit?
Why is he called Bandit? That's a good question. Well, fuck it. We'll fix that. Anyways, standing there, he turns around, looks, raises his arms to quiet the crowd, and says, "We have never dealt with dissidents such as this. We have never had murder, and we have never had an attack on the guard. And screaming and bellowing, lifting his voice above the crowd, and we shall never have so again. So, to prove a point, this orc has requested trial by combat, and he shall have it.
Ooh.
But he declared his war
Sounds like
against
that.
the guard. He declared his war against the entirety of the guard.
Oh.
So we'll allow it.
No.
Berserk, berserk, berserk.
My kind of odds.
But as he stacked the odds against the guards by attacking them using foul magic and trickery, we shall stack the odds against him. Right, at this stage, I would like you to make a strength check with advantage, because I, strictly speaking here, dictate that you are raging because you're mad.
You mad boy.
Oh, you need to add 2 to that. If I'm raging, I get a...
Perfect. Manacles, and you can all check this on your own. I just want to see if it happened. Manacles have a strength DC check of 20. Exactly. So as the captain and Adela stands there talking, you see how Forrest grows in size just by building himself up and tensing across the back. You see him grow slightly larger, and the manacles break as he stands up and kicks himself loose. You may roll initiative, Ryan. Jesus.
Fucking hell.
What do you wish to do? You get to go first.
Alright.
Do I still have my weapons?
No, you have nothing.
Ah, sweet. Okay.
That's
Okay,
a
you
broken
see-
up the extraction, okay.
You see this guy right here?
Yes.
He was giving me some nasty looks, so I'm going to go ahead, turn around, and I'm going to go recklessly swinging in. I'm already raging, right?
Yes, you are.
Okay, and I'm going to go straight on in there, and I'm going to go fuck him up, I guess.
Go for it.
How many hit dice?
Can you just? Are there walls? Can he escape if he chooses to?
He is in the middle of an open square. If at best there's a wall, it is a good 20 feet away on all sides. All of this area here surrounding him, and I'll free-hand it for you,
There's not a wall.
is a crowd of people just looking, screaming, and yelling. Now that he's broken loose, you hear this panicked scream as people begin to move closer to see what's going on. But all around you, and I imagine 3 of you are standing like back
In
here
the crowd.
somewhere.
We're in the crowd, I guess.
You're standing back here looking, going like, oh, what the fuck is going on? And you just see him explode out of these manacles, turn around and start hammering away at a guard. That is, how much damage is that?
We need to get him out.
5.
That's 5. You just turn around, and before anyone has a chance to do anything, you just fly through the air and punch him straight in the face. The guard falls back momentarily, and then it's their turn. The guards begin to close around you. No, you're not in combat.
I'd like
Guards
to
begin
be...
to close around you,
Can
and
we
they start
interact?
stabbing. Nope, not at this stage.
Okay, but
You
we can formulate a
just
plan.
came to. You can begin formulating a plan in a moment. You see how the guards lower their spears and start rushing in against him. They are, if anything, furious at the loss of potential friends and people trying to kill them. And when he started punching people, they just go all out. At this stage, let me just open this up. First guard step in and starts beginning to try and skewer him. What is your AC without armor, Ryan?
15.
15.
Oh,
That's on thick skin, boy.
he's dead.
Nope. He's good.
12, he just lowers the spear and just dances outside of it. Other guard steps in, does the same thing.
There's 24 of them.
Doesn't hit. This guy up here in the corner does the same thing.
Spear
guys
has a
are
reach
shit.
of 10, right?
Spears? Yes.
Oh boy.
I believe in Ryan on this.
No, there is 0 chance unless we help.
That's a crit. So you take... Wait, why doesn't it actually roll damage at the same time? That's a good question. It's 1d6 though. Plus 1. So let's just do this.
Fuck.
So you take plus 1, so that's 7 damage reduced to half, so that's 3. Okay, that's this guy. This guy does the same. That's a hit. You take 6 damage is from what I can tell. Oh wait, no, it moved differently. Oh well, fuck it. So you take 2 damage from that. This guy,
Up to 1.
same thing. Why doesn't it actually just roll damage at the same time? It's pretty annoying.
Did you take 2 damage or 1? For the
No,
last?
damage.
just the one, I think.
Yeah.
Let me just try to see if it changes it, fixes it.
Miss.
No, it doesn't. No, that's not a hit. I just wanted to see if it rolled damage at the same time, because otherwise this is going to take a while. Fucking barbarians.
Can you just roll for all of them? You're gonna roll 24 times.
Yeah, that's the thing. So what I'm going to do here is that's 6 reduced to 3. This guy here rushes in and begins to try and grapple you to the floor. He places his spear around your throat. Rolling a d20 plus 3. Contest that. Right?
He has advantage on saving throws. Straight base.
Yes, he does.
Nice. Fuck you.
This guy does the same. 20.
Fucking hell.
Yes.
Contest that. Jesus Christ. Fucking half-orcs.
I can't stop it.
You're difficult to kill. Alright. Fair enough. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother because there's no point. He doesn't survive this.
What?
As you watch, these guards just swarm him. You see how blood begins spurting up from the center of all of this. One tries through the next 10 minutes. You see one guard just flying out of the circle, just being thrown 15 feet in one direction, landing on his head somewhere. But in between all this scattered mass of furious men poking spears at him, you hear the yelling of cunt in Orcish as blood is spread throughout the field. It takes more than 10 minutes of repeated poking and stabbing, screaming and yelling, and still through all of that you hear his voice and you hear how it slowly dies away. Eventually the captain steps in, asks them to scatter, and what is left as they step out and in between the area is the ruined and bloody corpse of a half-orc. He lies there, completely shattered, looking up, before he basically goes, and Ryan, if you please. You see him cough a single last time as blood spurts from him, and he lies left, ruined and dead on the marketplace floor. Women are beginning to guide their children away, covering their eyes.
No.
The healing word requires people to be alive. They have been stabbing at him while dead for a good long while. You see spears sticking out from every portion of him, one going entirely through his chest. He just lies there, silent and quiet. After a few minutes, the guards begin to leave, stepping away from the area, and you see Adadela coming up to you. He walks straight towards you, stands in front of you, and says, "You gave me no choice. I'd like to reiterate my points previously made. You have 2 days, now 1 day. You will find the pirate captain. You will tell me everything you can learn of him. And then you will return here, and you will apologize for this mess. Now take your friend and leave. I tire of this bulliness." And he steps away, leaving you. He throws you the leather casing with the letter. And as you stand there watching him, you see him step towards the castle and disappear off in the distance. And the marketplace goes deaf and tired and dim as everyone leaves it, and the bloodied mess just lies there looking at you. What do you wish to do?
God fucking damn it.
I fall on my knees next to him, next to the corpse.
Just
I
screams
wanted
corp-
to do something while it was lasting. Oh.
No, this is scripted. He was dead the moment he surrendered.
He wanted this. This is how he wanted to go.
Fuck you.
You did. Stop meta-dying. You did.
You did.
Well,
God fucking damn it! Of all
That
people,
is
you
actually-
surrendering.
yeah,
I am
that was
so sorry. This is on me. I'm gonna burn that tavern to make me feel better.
Don't.
This was all for one white chicken feather.
I can see Ryan's corpse just lifting a thumb up for that thought. Like, fuck yeah.
No, he's just like sitting there going with like his fucking smiling on his face. A stupid grin on his face.
Oh my goodness.
What the fuck are we supposed to do now?
I got a chicken feather, by the way, yeah?
Yes, you did. I imagine Ayla at some point would have given it to you just
No,
because.
I
she's-
picked it up on my own.
Oh, right, you got one on your own. That's
yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. Fuck you.
No.
Yeah,
it's-
no.
I mean, you haven't shown it to me at any point. and
I have.
Not until I picked
Oh
it
no,
up
you
on my own.
didn't. You didn't notice it.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, do we bury him? What do we do with him?
Is there any way to get him back? No.
Can we get him to the temple? Try to resurrect his ass?
You all have enough familiarity with the gods and temples, knowing that to resurrect anything and anyone, first off, they got to be willing. Secondly, you require a diamond worth at least 1,000 gold, and you got to find a god, or not a god, well, a god, and at the same time a priest of sufficient skill and knowledge to do so. And they generally, outside of the cost of the diamond, tend to charge pretty heavily.
Well, I'm gonna just take his corpse into a barrel, and we're gonna carry him with us till we find
Into a
him.
barrel?
To a barrel. Oh god.
I don't think there's a barrel large enough
Fuck.
to fit his ass.
This is revenge for making beer barrels out of everything. Just put in beer
Yes.
barrels.
We can chop him up and put him in several barrels.
Let's, you know, like the
Like each of us
CP
can
one
have.
from,
What?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
you know, when with C-3PO in New Hope when he's like on the back of Chewbacca constantly.
Oh,
We can do
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah.
I
But
mean,
I was thinking because he's too big, we have to put him into a barrel.
we can, we can choose our pieces and carry him with us.
Like we
through
always
our
carried him in
adventure.
battle.
I'll take his
Like-
dick. I guess it's the biggest part.
Okay.
I can just
so-
imagine just
You-
no.
You begin to move over towards the corpse, and you sort of stand there as life begins to re-emerge in the city square. You pick up an arm each and raise him up amongst you. Where do you take him?
I must say that I
Cemetery.
absolutely did not expect this.
I had a feeling because it was about a chicken feather. Oh, let's bury
Where do you
our
take him, guys?
friend.
Goody.
Yeah,
Where do you want to bury him?
in a cemetery. What do you mean? Where not a sewers? I guess
Hmm.
local cemetery. I guess
Fuck, dump him in the sea.
we can give him a navy funeral.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
A
No.
guard comes up to you and says, "You should probably take that out of here. I suggest you head up towards the eastern district. The clerics there have been alerted to what's happened, and they've prepared a grave. Take him there and get this filth out of here." And he turns around and walks away.
I'm gonna ignore that comment. Let's go.
Fuck, let's take him there and let's see. Maybe the clerics can do something.
Even though you receive looks and people glaring at you, and occasionally people throw small rocks and pebbles at you as you travel through the city carrying your friend, you, in the span of 20 minutes, make it to the northern district, and you find a very minor temple surrounded by a garden that proves to be a cemetery. As you enter in between the gates, all covered in red, you see one cleric standing there, white robe, arms folded across the chest. Smaller character, human but short, old, seems cautious, but at the same time to look sorrowful as he sees you entering through his gates. He nods and, without saying a word, turns around and starts moving through the gardens. Do you follow him?
Yeah.
Yes.
He takes you to a rather large, oversized grave and stops, waiting at the side. He looks to you and slowly indicates that this is where you should probably lay him to rest.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Well, I mean, we have no other choice, to be honest.
I'd like to go up to the cleric and ask, is there anything we can do to satisfy the gods in any way possible to repair this.
He smiles momentarily and goes, "That's a good thought, young man, but I don't know to which gods this man prayed, even if he did pray. So, supposedly, if he is of the warring nature, and he died in a warring manner, he might already have pleased the gods. Who's to say?" And he just smiles at you.
Asshole.
That wasn't helpful. He was probably praying to Saint Cunt. Something.
What's the war god?
Fuck! What the fuck?
Baylor?
I love how that would be a saint. That's the best part of that.
What?
The fact that that could be a saint, that was the best part. That made me smile.
Ooh, I have an idea.
What?
Carly?
Yes.
Do you remember the thing that I sent you earlier about the class? The spirit
No.
thing?
You want to do it now?
Yeah. I've seen it.
Oh.
Oh no.
This may not
What?
be good for me. Well, I do apologize for whatever happened.
No, don't worry. Guys, leave the meta. If Rad
Yeah.
wants to do that, he will tell me. Don't think too much about it.
Oh, no, okay.
What?
I just want
what do you
say
say to the
goodbye
guy?
to this character
Alright.
Alright, cool.
that I've just grown to like, well, tolerate more.
I was gonna say.
Whose death I've just caused inordinately, partially, in large part. I'm very sorry.
Alright. I go and try to find the nearest bar or tavern.
We're gonna set it on fire!
no.
Yes.
I'd like to find
I mean, no.
any place that I'd like to find a keg of beer.
Oh, I think.
Oh,
You
we
return
have
towards
it
the
aboard.
ship, realizing that
Yeah.
if you needed a keg of beer, you still have 10 of them.
Okay, guys, how much time do we? Yeah, let's run and get him a keg, bury him with it.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. And there's nothing
No,
else. we can
list
do.
something.
Yeah, fucking run.
Alright, I'll
We fetch
wait
him
for
a
you
keg.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you run towards the harbor. You're still covered in blood. You get occasional guards trying to stop you, then realizing who you are and what you've been doing, and then leave you be. You make it to the harbor and back again in like 20 minutes, carrying a barrel, or a keg rather, would be. As you return, you see your friend sitting there by his side, waiting at Forhurst, or for Forhurst to be put to rest properly.
Are we gonna put him in the barrel or put the barrel with him?
No, you disturb. Well, God damn it! He's gonna have his keg and buried with him.
Are
We
you
will not
gonna...
desecrate the corpse further.
Yeah, I fucking... Is there like a shovel nearby? To dig some more space for
The
the...
cleric will have left you one, so there's one standing at the edge, or not too far from his.
Alright,
barrel.
I'll do the thing.
The barrel
What do you
is
think?
placed next to him, so he's hugging it.
No, just place it next to him.
Yeah. And
Okay.
that's that.
You bury your friend
I-
over the course of 20-25 minutes.
I want to play bagpipes in the background,
No.
like
Sad
the
bagpipes.
salute.
No bagpipes.
Yes,
no bagpipes.
bagpipes.
Oh, for
You
fuck's
better
sake.
fucking
It's what
play
he wanted, Busky.
Yeah.
Let us have it this
Yeah.
I'm not
moment.
entirely sure he would
It's
have
a
one.
funeral. It better not be
Fine.
cheerful. I want a sad
Fine.
bagpipe. There you go.
It's the only bagpipe piece of
And a
music I
single
have. so-
tear rolls down my cheek as I play.
Single tear, manly tear.
Yeah, and I force her way back in my eye.
Alright, oh, fuck it. If there are any axes, maybe woodcutter axes or something nearby, I'd like to just stick it in the ground, and that's it.
You have your own equipment, and for the most part, that I would imagine that include a hand axe. So yeah, you can leave him with a hand axe as well.
Yeah. Fuck, I just... Fucking hell. I just fucking sit there.
As Lou slowly mutes himself and lets the bagpipe fade into nothing. You all sit there for a moment as you begin to fill the grave and say goodbye, leaving him with some of the things that you know matter to him. Finally, the mound has been filled. The grave is now full. Forrest is in the ground, and you realize that threat and that task that Ad Adelis left you with is still very much unsolved.
Fuck.
That feather cost us a crewmate, a partner.
Just because of you, what? That's all on you.
Partially. Okay.
I kicked him.
I'm gonna cry.
You are being kicked. I'll allow it.
No.
Thank you.
Take 1d12
I
damage.
will contain myself this time because it's a funeral and I don't want you to burn on in a funeral. Okay, I'll explain
Alright.
them the situation of the magic shop and how glorious it is. And the shopkeep told me that I should probably talk to this dude in the slums. You were in the slums earlier, right?
Yes, I was.
Okay. So this guy is Halor. Did you hear anything about Halor in the slums?
No, but I do have an idea where we could find him at some later time in the evening.
No, I was thinking we go now because we don't have much time, and the next day it's the set-off day, and we need to get supplies tomorrow. So at least we'll
Alright.
get the info today while we still have sunlight. We don't have time, and we need to push this like real fast now. God damn it,
Alright.
this is such a shame. I'm sorry again. I just look at the grave. Let's get the slums.
Mm.
God damn it.
All right, we're gonna. Fucking.
I'll sit by the grave for a little while.
You don't want to
You
join
place yourself there and you sit.
Oh,
And
so Pax Max
wait.
is over there.
Yes,
us? Yes.
Oh, all right.
I'll just mark the things you've encountered today while you get your shit sorted.
I was just about to ask what's the red thing.
All right.
It's a shrine.
All right, so let's take a walk around the slums and ask anybody. Are there any hobos on there?
Do you go looking for a hobo?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a
So-
murder hobo next to you.
As I would say, first off, you're still
I'm
carrying a number of things. You received all of Forrest's things. Ad Adela handed you leather casing and all his items. Unless you're carrying those around, you need to go put them away at the ship. You're carrying a lot of stuff at this stage.
Fine, we put them up.
All right.
So you return back to the ship.
I imagine we did that when we went for the keg.
No, but that's the thing. You just ran there and ran back again.
Yeah,
Okay, never mind.
it's
Let's
already
go.
there.
So, entering onto the ship, you find that now, obviously, where you have more time and there's less hectic, you see a new crew running around. As was promised, 6 new people are on the ship, including, obviously, well, not excluding Sonnenblume and Feis, who are sitting at the bow doing their own thing, looking at the new crew. The new crew is running around, checking the rigging, making sure that everything is as it should be. And standing at the gate is a mill dwarf just looking at you.
I
Okay.
see you.
Before he shakes his head and steps away. Apparently, from your best estimate, he is the person in control of all of these. He seems to have taken on the charge of this new crew. Obviously, there was a question of who was in command of these. But as he notices you, engages with you momentarily, he just shakes his head at you and then steps away. You leave the things, and I imagine you wash yourself clean of all the blood because you have been getting a fair few looks while
Yes.
walking around.
Yeah.
Okay. So you clean yourself off. Is there anything else you need to do here?
No. We
Good.
notified the friends of the Sun and Bloom and what's it?
Feis.
Feis.
Yes.
They sit there and look at you, and they look sad, but at the same time not particularly surprised.
My condolences.
They give you this, yeah. I suppose it was to happen at some stage, wasn't it?
It
Oh,
came
well.
out of nowhere. I don't know who's responsible, but we'll find out.
Somehow he just seems the type to survive all these things, but I suppose not this time, eh? Oh well. He Fias raises a cup and goes like, yeah, we'll see him. We'll see him next time,
Yes.
some other place. Okay. We'll see to the ship, and it seems this character has taken control, and he indicates towards the dwarf you see standing in the background somewhere yelling at some of the crewmen,
Okay.
and they just lower their heads, seem to mourn, not over much, but at the same time, just at the character, not the friend, but at the character, because he was, if nothing else, an interesting person.
I tap him on the
You
shoulder.
leave your things there. You wash yourself off. You will actually at this stage you will have all of Forrest's items, including his bigger knife. I'll just pass that on to. What's 3 plus 25?
You should give it to
What?
to
28.
Ayla.
28. Yeah.
28.
28. Good, Elia. Here you are.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ayla would use that. Great.
Let me just put in someone's journal. Ayla. Where are you? There you are. Can't be edited. We can't
What is
edit it. We didn't have
that-
it.
What is that knife, by the way?
It's +1.
I'm not.
No. It's +1 to hit, not to damage. A +1 is both to hit and to damage.
Oh,
So it's a +1 to hit. That's the difference there. It's minor, but it is important.
fair enough.
Okay, so you step off the ship again, not really having time to interact with anyone. Where do you go? What do you do? If you're hitting around 7 or 8 in the evening here, it's becoming fairly late.
We need.
Hmm.
How? How did? Fuck. Entire day.
How did
ran
time
by.
fly?
Yeah, the entire
Time
day
flew.
by.
Well, I mean, you had a fight, and then you had to figure
It
out
was early
where
in
to
the morning.
find.
And
No,
then-
it was 12 in the afternoon.
It was
And then you had a fight, and then you started running away, and then
An
you collected
hour.
yourself, which put it 1,
2.
and then you had to go through all of the slum district. You had to go put on new makeup, apparently. He had to go to jail. Then you had to see a fight that happened around 5 in the afternoon. Then you had to bury your mate, which took a while. Then you all mourned there, which put it around 6, half 7. I just
don't
made it
mourn
7
an
for
hour.
easy peasy.
I mean,
You mourned more than an hour. Well, in that case, it puts
no,
it
less
around.
than an hour. Less than an hour.
Well,
55
I said 20 minutes
actually.
to bury him, and then someone stayed there. It is around 7, 8-ish.
Just accept it and move on.
Fuck.
We gotta go back to the slums now and find the. What's
Do
the
we
name?
go? Do we go now?
Hello.
When it's this late?
What's the name? Sorry, I didn't.
Hello.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Or do we do that tomorrow? Actually, let's talk to the new orc guy. Let's see what he has to say.
An orc? He's a dwarf.
Oh, there's no
Is
orcs.
it dwarf? I
Yeah.
didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
I gotta be
Yeah,
right
you
back.
can
I have to go quickly inside.
No, it's
No problem.
Mhm.
Can we talk to introduce ourselves to the orc or
it's a dwarf.
dwarf? Why do I'm thinking dwarf, but I say orc because orc is on my mind for some reason. So, yeah, yeah, we need to. talk
Wait,
to that
you're.
guy.
Wait, the two of you are on the ship.
Well, if you're still on the ship, if you haven't turned back towards the slum district, so you
It's too
sit
late.
there, you go down towards the harbour, you're beginning to try and collect yourselves and figure out what to do from here.
Yeah.
So if you return back and you
Alright.
quickly notice, yeah?
Yes.
I'd like to go to the slums and find the Hallor guy.
Okay,
But-
so you disappear off in
Yeah,
one
You
direction.
need me to find Howler.
Hmm?
I'm the one that's making the deal,
Yes,
and you just
but
want to
you
find him
told
where
us.
he is.
You told us the thing.
What thing?
You told us the thing that happened between you and Pax Max.
I just said
So
that I arranged payment for my groceries, for the things that I got, my ingredients, and I need to speak with him. Do not go without me.
I am just going to find the
Okay,
guy.
fair enough. Fair enough. If you want to find him.
Alright, okay. So all of this time you were talking, you looking up the gameplay towards the ship to Tilda's Revenge. You saw the dwarves just
Not
standing
revenge.
there. Tilda's return. Fine, as long as you make up your mind. So looking up, you see the dwarves just standing there, arms crossed, looking down at you, and all the while behind him, you see the continuous circling of these crewmen running back and forth. From the other crews you've seen, these look very militaristic. They look very professional and very skilled at what they do. There's very little communication outside of the occasional yell from from the supposed foreman, the dwarf. They just seem to know what they're doing. And while this is happening, the dwarf is just standing there, looking at you. Kanan, you disappear off towards the slums. What do you do, Lucius?
I approach the dwarf.
You step up towards the gangplank and walk all the way up there. Even though he's lower than you, he is on the ship and the gangplank is resting down towards the harbour. So for all of this time, you're looking up at the dwarf, who just has this glaring, angry look, looking back down at you. What do you say to him?
Good evening, sailor.
Well met, traveller.
That was awesome.
I take it you're the crew of mine that I've been instructed to monitor over these next coming days.
You may monitor your men, but I am Captain Lucius Longhorn, and I put my hand up.
And I am Prefect Ranile, and you will obey me and my men as much as we take instruction from you. I've been in service to this empire for longer than you've been alive, young one, and you will respect my authority.
Respect my authority.
Prefect Rhinal. Okay.
Yes.
What did I miss?
Please write it down.
I got it.
I'm gonna copy it.
Do not check my spelling because it's awful and makes sense in Serbian. So leave it at that.
Makes sense in Serbian.
Yes.
I'm going to use that in the future when people ask me to explain myself. No, don't worry, it makes sense in Serbian.
You should that because we're known for our logic.
Perfect, cool.
You mean the lack of?
Ayla, you would actually be there for all of this.
Yeah.
What you saw was there was a minor event of bickering again, as there was a confusion as to who was going to go see Halor. Kanan ended up leaving for Halor towards the slum district.
Yeah, because obviously I wouldn't fucking walk.
Exactly, I assumed as much. So you stayed with Lucius, and as Lucius turns back, standing at the harbour, walking up towards the gangplank, you see him confronting this dwarf that has taken control over the crew, who's just standing there, arms crossed, looking at him, and this short interaction about who is actually in charge here. You guys may carry on.
I pull out a feather, a white feather, and say, "You see this? One man's life, one orc's life."
I pull
God
out my
need
other
this
feather
feather.
as well. I pull out my
what is
feather that I was
required of us.
holding and just go like, dude.
Dude.
You had that all along? Where the fuck did you get a feather?
I snuck out where you were bickering, but you started a fucking fight.
What? You had a feather all along? He died for nothing?
Well, I wouldn't let me, you seem to be so keen on burning the place to the ground, so I thought I wouldn't tell you.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh god. I feel immediately depressed. I put my feather back in the bag. I kiss it before I put it back. I remember you. You orc bastard.
Yes, you just have learned finally cunt in
Yeah,
Orcish.
yeah,
You
I've learned it.
mutter it.
I'll just say it. I'll just say cunt. Put it back.
Ah, I'm fluent in that language.
Are you? You speak Orcish? What does it mean?
Yes. It's a very naughty word. I don't know who told this to you, but it means... I don't know if I should say it. Cunt.
That's what he was muttering this entire fucking time?
It's amazing.
It would appear you've been tricked.
I thought it was his mother's name.
He calls his mother by that tongue.
I am familiar with Orcish names, but that's not one that I would give to my children.
Oh. Oh. Well,
You don't know how he was.
well, it kind of fits him, now that I think about it. Yeah, insults are his thing. I had no idea.
So, let me get this straight. You, as a captain,
Yes.
killed one of your own men for a feather.
In a way, in a matter of speaking.
I just nod and go,
In a manner of speaking,
Yes.
you killed one of your crewmates, one of your people that rely on you.
Well, more
You
exactly,
killed him for a feather.
he was brutally murdered by 24 spearmen over a feather that I requested.
The
Yes.
Empire does not commit murder unless murder is justified.
That was murder. I don't know if... Yeah,
I just look at fucking.
I mean, is
Tap,
24 versus
Lou.
1 a fair fight, according to you?
I just look at Lou like it was murder. You killed our friend.
Men, my fellow members of the Empire, what do you think of this? Is it murder if the Empire orders death?
You see how simultaneously, as he speaks, all of them just stop. And they indicate towards him, one of them goes, nope, seems completely justified, even he's attacking the king's men. The others behind him nod and go like, yeah, of course, you can't. I mean...
And would I ever sacrifice one of you for a feather, man?
You see, where there was a pause before, all of them just simultaneously go, nope, of course not.
Better
We would
question
never
is,
think this of you.
would I sacrifice any of you for a feather? Ayla?
There's a pause and a moment, and then the
I
exchange
just-
looks at me like,
I just look at him and go, apparently.
There you go. I'm your new captain. Pleasure to meet you. We'll talk about this later.
Likewise, a pleasure to meet you also. Remember that while you may lead your crew, you still lack the proper qualities of leadership.
I know.
I know.
Yeah.
Not even like, hey, you little shit. Just like, yeah.
Yeah. Some things tend to repeat themselves.
You killed our friend.
Stop saying that. You're not making me feel better.
So, what are your orders, Captain? Are we ready to cast off?
Tomorrow would be our day.
Tomorrow.
Are you
Very
native
well.
to this city?
No,
Where are
I'm
you
a
from?
dwarf. Do I look like I've come from a human city?
I don't know. If Mama Dwarf and Papa Dwarf love each other, they make another dwarf, and it can happen in any location on
Uptown
this earth.
dwarf.
Yes,
Well-
that wonderful act happened 265 years ago. Now, let's not dwell on my bearded...
Let's not dwell.
You
bearded
look
father
great for your
making a
age.
bearded child.
You look great for your age.
Guys, let each other
so
speak.
young for a dwarf, thank you very much.
Young?
I've been in service to the Empire for a very long time. Like I said, longer than you've been alive. It's been 160 years.
Impressive, actually.
I've been around the world. I've slayed many an orc. That's why I've learnt the language. It's nice to hear their death curls as they're screaming.
Can I rely on you, Master Dwarf?
Of course, no one rises to the rank of prefect in the Empire without severe reliability.
Okay, so I will rely on you to procure supplies for our trip.
Certainly, Captain. What do you want?
Supplies for our trip.
So you're telling me, as captain of the boat, you don't know the supplies that we need for the ship?
I know the supplies, but exact list is...
I know the supplies. I refuse to.
I refuse to tell you, and I want to test if you know the supplies.
I am not a sailor. I am a soldier.
Oh.
However, my boys are sailors.
Oh.
Leave the task. We'll get what we need.
Good lad.
I will, however, need at least half of the gold that I know that you've been given to go and procure these supplies.
I was given 0 coins to procure those supplies, right? There was no money transaction.
Do you have the writ that you were given?
Yes, I do.
Then hand me that. That will do.
There you go. And I toss him the cylinder thing. Is that
Awesome.
the thing
Very
you
well.
want? Yeah.
I will meet you here in a day with everything you need.
Okay. I like this guy. Very professional.
Mm.
Right, okay. While this has been happening, you see how the dwarf Randall steps away and leaves the ship to apparently go about business as you asked him. In the meanwhile, Kanan, where are you about?
Mm-hmm. All right, so I was running about the swamps,
Yes.
and I was basically hunting for hobos, asking them who should I talk to if I want to find out some information.
Roll an investigation check. I see those two. Just add them in. +3 as well. Jesus, fuck you and your fucking Goddamn health bars.
What?
Ryan doing things. 18. Right. Okay. So as
Fuck
You-
hell.
you walk around talking to characters, you find very quickly that the hobos themselves are either criminals, failed criminals, or people just discarded by society. And
That's what I need.
you instantly learn that to talk to anyone, you should basically just go to the cellar you've already found and let them know that you need to talk to Halor. They keep repeating that same name. Halor seems to be the guy to go to.
All right. That is what I do.
All right. So as you've talked to them, you return back towards the cellar. You go that pathway of alleys and whatnot, and following the signs, that's the thieves' cat emblems, and you enter into this same cellar. But now, as you step down, you feel there's this pungent scent of activity, of sweat, and
Mm-hmm.
people interacting. You hear the noise strike you the moment you open the doors. As you step down, everything goes quiet. People turn to look at you, give you a once-over, and due to your demeanor and your clothing, they just ignore you, turn around instantly. You
Mhm.
make your way through this pit of people. And what do you do?
Please don't light it on fire.
No, I'm not Lucius.
And you damn straight.
All right. What?
Damn straight. Or
Right, no. Let him
Sorry.
speak. Carry on. Carry on.
All right. I first take off some of the hobo rugs
Mhm.
that I have on myself, and I approach. Is there like a bartender there? Something like
It
that.
is still just a completely barren room. There's nothing here but walls and ceilings and floors. That's it.
All right. I'm gonna approach the first person I can and ask for hello.
He just gives you a cursory glance and say, "Hella's in the corner," and points.
All right.
Oh, that was easy.
That's what I do.
You walk over to Hella, who's flanked by 5 men. The moment you come too close, they turn around, face you, and one of them puts his hands out and rests on your chest. And you're not speaking to Halor.
Why?
Why would Halor speak to you?
I need Heller's help. He needs mine.
Who sent you?
Pax Max, if I'm not wrong.
He looks you up and down, and then steps out of the way and lets you get closer to him. The moment he moves out of the way, you see in the corner a young halfling of anything sitting down.
Oh.
He's like maybe a fourth of the size of everyone else in the room. The moment you come too close, he steps up, and only still reaching to about your mid-waist or so to your thighs. He looks up and flicks his hand, indicating for you to come down into his height.
Aww.
All right, I crouch.
As you crouch down towards him, you see him raise his hand and cover his mouth to block the sight line off his mouth. And he looks at you while still keeping eye contact and covering his mouth. He says, "What can I do you for, young man?"
Master Heller, I'm in a bit of a predicament, to say the least.
I think you are. Your friend just died, and you're on a ship, cruise that's not yours, and Pax Max has sent you off to do his bidding. You're in an extraordinary bind.
I can see I don't need to explain anything.
Oh, no, you don't. It's fine. What can I do you for?
All right. A friend of mine is a bit versed in magic. I am unfamiliar with that, but he appears to need certain ingredients.
So Pax Max has sent you off to do his bidding
Yes.
to get some work done.
Yes.
How are you about the law? Is that important to you? Does the law matter?
Huh. Well,
What a strange question.
I can. What a strange question. Yeah, but I can see you. You already know the answer to that.
Goody. I need items. Adrana's Raven is a elderly female magician. She lives good 20 miles off in that direction. Miles, exactly. About 25 bananas, if you were wondering.
Mhm.
She sits now. Tomorrow, she's off with her husband to do interesting things with another couple. What they do, I don't care about. What they talk about, I care even less about. What I do care about is the things they do own. And in their mansion are many curious goods. I will give you access to it via the sewer. And from there, I expect for you to steal anything of value. But one item in particular. I need a small raven figurine made in gold. And from that, I shall pay your bill to Pax Max. Anything else you find is for you to keep.
So we're basically doing the Thief's Quest from Skyrim.
I don't know. Let him finish
Fuck.
the thing.
All right. That can be done. However, when did you say the mage Adranus Raven was leaving?
Tomorrow.
When?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Well. I'm sure you know of our situation. Oh, the
I
shore.
do.
We are supposed to be gone from the town by tomorrow. Oh, by the way, Carly, I didn't ask you that. Are we supposed to go by tomorrow morning or evening or whenever?
He didn't specify, so you are in a curious state where you need to figure that out, or tempt to stay longer than you're required to.
And
Or
get
ask-
fucking shot.
Yeah, fuck, that's what I wanted to ask. I forgot. All right. All right. I must ask you one thing. Is there any place relatively close to the town that we can dock our ship? Because we might have to make ourselves invisible to the
There's nothing but rocks all around this island, excepting this minor harbor here. If you are to do this, I would suggest you are to do it before you are requested to leave. Corpus Max does not fuck about. He will probably just kill you if you stay overdue. So I would say, unfortunately, you no longer have the opportunity to just wait. Maybe you could have asked for an extension, but now, given circumstances, you probably can't. So you will have to do this with them still in the house. But you are a skillful rogue, are you not? Or at least you imagine yourself to be. You should probably do fine. He reaches out a hand and holds it up against you, indicating to you that he intends to shake on this. Are we agreed?
All right. Yes. I am going to do my best. Also, I'm gonna ask help from my crewmates.
I don't care how you do it, as long as you do it. Have a good trip. And he
Thank you. I guess
He waves you away, asking you to leave the area.
When can
Shoot.
I find you?
Here. Oh,
When?
well, you can find me here.
When?
How did you find this place if you don't know the cant?
What? Oh, I have my ways.
Huh. Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out then. Bye.
All right. Bye.
I like it.
All right. I'd like to make my way back to the ship.
Okay. So you start making your way back to the ship. I imagine you've discarded your disguise at this stage, as you're no longer being looked for.
No.
You-
I'm
You're
still
okay.
hobo.
You pull back on your hobo robe, and you return to the
Then you have
ship.
to get back to the ship. I discarded it. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you make your way back to the ship, but no one's looking for you anymore. It seems like that entire event was finished with the death of Forhurst. So you return to the ship, and walking the gangplank and walking up onto the deck, you see Ayla sitting up there, just doing her Ayla thing, and Lucius running around being angry. But in the middle of it all, directing the going-ons, is this dwarf standing there, the one you never had much of a chance to talk to.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who's closer to me, Ayla or Lou?
Ayla, were you at this stage?
We're on a boat, correct?
Yes.
I am like at the front mast.
Okay, so you're at the bow. Yeah. Okay, awesome.
Probably Lou is closer to me.
I'm standing next to the dwarf.
Yeah, he's out next to the dwarf. It seems
Oh.
there's a man off. Who's the most man?
All right. If he's next to the dwarf, I'd like to go to Ayla.
Okay.
Okay, damn it.
Ayla's sitting legs out over the bar of the ship, leaning up against the mast.
No. I'm thinking I'm sitting like on the like little thing that sticks out from the front.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Oh.
a mast as well.
Yeah.
Don't know what it's called exactly, but it is a mast. I know this
Yeah,
one.
you're correct. Yeah, just my thought.
This one. So sitting there, his legs out over the front of the ship, just leaning against it and looking down into the water. You step up next to him. What do you say?
Who is this?
There's Ayla.
No.
No, he's whispering to Ayla, I guess.
Who is the dwarf?
Oh, right. Okay, good. That makes more sense.
I look over with
I
obvious
ask Ayla
sadness.
that.
I look over with obvious sadness in my eyes and just go, I don't know. It's dwarf.
That doesn't help.
Well, I can't tell you anymore. I don't know who he is.
All right.
Kanan, you're back.
Oh.
I approach him.
All right. Lucius.
Yeah, what happened?
Who's this?
Apparently, we've been given a babysitter.
Babysitter.
Yeah,
Babysitter.
Babysitter. I know the accent. It's just from time to time it just goes haywire for no reason.
That was so cute. Babysitter.
Yeah, babysitter. It seeds babies.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. Adadiro was apparently uncomfortable with giving us full freedom to roam around. So this guy has full control over the men he brought.
Well,
Right.
makes sense.
If you want to introduce yourself, he's friendly enough. Bites on
Well,
character.
that traveler.
Stop saying well met traveler, for fuck's sake.
Fucking
What are you
hell.
buying?
Good evening.
What are you selling?
Oh,
What about some magic?
Fucking hell.
Good evening, Master Dwarf.
But he said it.
Good evening. What is your name?
My name is Kanan.
Well met, Kane. What brings you here?
Uh,
How did you end up in this scenario?
I am actually one of the friends of Ayla and Lucius here.
Ah, you must be the other one that I've been told to keep an eye on.
The other one?
Well, never fear. I'll look after you.
I suppose that won't be necessary, but thank you.
It will. If what I've heard about our mission is true, you'll need all the help you can get.
I agree with that one.
All right, you might be true. All right, so I hear you're supposed to do some leading here.
No, I'm not in charge. That is the captain's job. I'm merely bringing along my boys here and keeping an eye on them and you and making sure that you hold up your side of the bargain. Don't worry, there's something in it for me too, but a soldier does what he does.
All right.
Do you mind?
So does that what?
No, go ahead. Finish your thing. Sorry.
Does that take away our freedom to move?
No, you are free to do as you wish. Merely I will follow you around, keep records of what we're doing. Unless, of course, you ask me not to, and there's reason to not to. But other than that, you're totally free to go. I'm merely here to help you make sure you complete your task.
All right. We would appreciate if you could stick to guarding the ship, keeping it safe.
Certainly, sir.
Thank you. I'm glad we've come to an agreement. Carly, what the fuck are you doing?
I couldn't leave it there. It's tiny, but the meeting spot is up there in the corner.
Looks like a note.
It is a note.
All right. If Master Dorothy, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with my friends.
Oh, certainly, I'll back away and instruct the boys.
The boys.
What
Thank
do you
you.
got for us, Kanan?
All right. First of all, I met Haller.
You did?
Yes. However, we are we're kind of fucked.
Why?
Especially considering now that we have a we have a babysitter. All right, so this is the thing. If Haller is to help us, basically to help you, we're supposed to steal certain things.
I perk up from my little hiding spot. Yes.
All right.
Who's better at stealing things, you or Ayla?
Ayla.
I have a +7 in stealth, so.
Yeah, that's not.
I'm actually pretty good at stealth too.
I'm more interested in pickpocketing, and having an eye for shiny things.
All right, never mind.
Which one is better at pickpocketing?
What?
Phew, my mouth. Which one of you is better at pickpocketing and quietly taking things?
Probably Ayla.
That's all I need to know.
All right. The thing is, we're supposed to acquire certain things from a mage's house. That mage is supposed to be leaving her house with her husband tomorrow. But as you all know, we are supposed to be gone from the harbor by tomorrow.
Tomorrow noon or whatever.
We have no idea.
Um.
Oh, also, by the way, I I basically didn't have to say anything to Haller. He knew everything.
He didn't know everything. He knew everything about that, but he assumed you were the one who made a deal with the shopkeeper, not me. Also,
No, he.
I already have the ingredients, so I can use my spells freely, which unlocks invisibility. One of you lucky lads. Or lass.
Lass?
Yes.
Last. Wait, so you do have
Yep.
ingredients?
Yep, I was given them. And plus, the shopkeep mentioned he would give me something very interesting. Nothing for you to worry about.
All right. However, if I'm not wrong, Pax said that he would very much like you to uphold your end of the bargain.
I mean, one of you two will uphold my end of the bargain. But yeah. So if I understand the situation correctly, you are free to take everything from that goddamn house. Right.
Yes, we are to take anything.
What time is it?
Anything we take is for us, except that a certain figurine that is for Haller.
Can we? I can actually determine what that figurine is. By the way.
What? Well, I've just been told that it's a raven figurine made of gold.
I know, but do you think it's not magical in any way?
I have absolutely no idea. It could either be very, very
Don't worry about
worthy.
it. In 10 minutes, I will know precisely what that item is. And feel free to take anything that's shiny or might hum in a weird way or shimmer. Just pocket every goddamn thing when you're inside. And I will determine in 10 minutes time exactly what we have and how valuable it is.
All right, never mind. The thing is, my idea was to dock the ship somewhere else. So it appears like we have gone away. And we use that time to actually go to the house.
You don't think they have guards everywhere?
Yeah, that's not great. Plus, we have a babysitter that will rat on us.
Yeah, I was not aware of the babysitter.
Yeah.
So that is why.
No. I mean, honestly, if you're invisible, it shouldn't be much of a challenge. Maybe? I don't know. That's for you to figure out. But I can make one of you invisible for an hour, so I feel like that's a simple task. Once you get the loot, I'll examine it, and then we proceed from that point on. I would also suggest that we hit the sack immediately, so we can catch a little bit of dark, maybe dawn, when we enter the house, or you enter the house.
I don't know.
It's around 9, maybe?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, so if we go to bed immediately, and you wake me up 9 hours later, we can still do this in cover of night. Maybe. Slightly.
Cast sleep on yourself.
And I'm knocked out. And I wake up 1 minute or next. In a 1 minute.
All right, I don't know, Ayla, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I want to go steal some shit.
Good. I like your spirit. I hit the main captain's quarters and go to comfy bed.
Bastard.
All right, so let me get this straight. We're just waiting for him to take a good night's sleep,
Yes.
and after that, we're gonna go before it dawns.
Yes.
But quick, didn't they say, just this is kind of out of character, just so I remember you two guys, didn't he say they would be out tomorrow night?
Yes.
What?
They will
Yes.
still be in the house, which increases your
They will
difficulty.
be in the house, yeah, but the thing is, we cannot be in the town.
You cannot be. I can.
Nope.
You cannot.
Like I said, I
You-
read it out on you. Yeah.
Yes, but I struck a deal with Adam.
It's
You
the
have?
same freaking
Yeah,
deal.
I have.
It's the same deal.
Not exactly.
Okay, you're free to take that
What
chance.
kind
but
of deal
we-
have you struck with him?
Ah, goddamn.
Personal deal.
Oh my god. I mean, it doesn't change our situation. At some point, we have to leave harbor, and if you stay behind, no, I don't like this. I have to be present in the city to cast this spell, and it lasts only 1 hour. Doesn't give you much leeway to do much in general. You can
What,
be in
invisibility?
the house. No. You can loot. You can take care of that shit. But if I'm seen in the city, if you're seen in the city past our curfew, past our allowed time, we're in serious trouble. Do you have that? Pass without a trace?
Yes.
You do?
Yes, I do.
I thought that was a purely rogues thing.
No, it's not.
Guys,
Nice.
what are you doing?
You two can take the house then. Okay, I'm going to bed. Wake me up like, precisely at hours.
All
Okay.
right, I guess that's our plan.
Yeah.
So you go to
Sounds
bed.
good.
What?
You plan to go to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Under cover
Actually,
of darkness.
Kanan, you have 8 hours. You have 4 hours to kill, right?
Yes.
You both do. Do you mind scouting
Yeah.
the place? Maybe making sure how many guards, how many people are in their house? Like in 4
We
hours.
do that
time?
for next session.
Yeah,
We
we're definitely
can.
not doing it now, but I'm trying to make a plan which...
Yeah. We can do that, yes, but we're still gonna have to wait for you.
I get that, but you have some time to go there ahead of me. I know where it is, right? Where the house is?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
What do you mean no?
no one knows where the house is.
We know there's a house.
Yep.
Kanan, do you not know where the house is?
I've been told by Howler.
No, he told you that you come to him. He will guide you there via the sewers.
Yes, that is true.
That complicates things. But well,
No-
that means
no, it
we're
doesn't.
Locked. We're locked for 8 hours. And you can't do any scouting ahead. Ah, well.
Basically,
we'll
that's the
YOLO
question.
it. Yeah, we'll YOLO it. What could possibly go wrong? We only lost one
Come
crew
on,
member.
Just wait.
How does lockpicking work in this?
It's the same as all any other toolkit. Toolkits are sort of like a skill. The same if you click on investigate and whatnot. So it relies on how you're using it. Say if you're trying to pick a lock somewhere, right? That would be a dexterity check. That's to do with how mobile you are and how nimble and whatnot. And then it's a toolkit, so you get proficiency because you're proficient with that toolkit.
And if I
So
don't
it-
have a toolkit?
Then you can't do it effectively.
Okay.
It basically gives you disadvantage and a minus something, depending on how bad it is. But you should have one, from what I know.
How do you not have?
I don't think I have one.
Yeah, I'm
I might
pretty sure
just
you
pick
get one when you pick the rogue class. There's a few items you get, and a lockpicking kit is one of them.
I think I might just have kind of set my character up slightly wrong because of the custom one.
Oh,
Like,
right, okay. Well, you
class.
probably missed it, but I'm absolutely certain you get one.
Nice. Okay. And you're proficient at it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Okay.
Being a rogue.
Is
Yeah,
it
no,
marked
but you
as
are. I know
proficient?
this much. It's part of it.
For some reason, I imagine
You actually have them there in your inventory. I'm looking at it now. It's called Thieves.
Oh, okay. There we go. Well,
it's called what?
nice.
Thieves Tools.
Yeah.
Are you
that
proficient
was.
with?
I was just about to say that I assume thieves' tools consider goddamn lockpicking. kit.
Actually, you have it. Pinking, if you go into a character sheet and you see
Yes.
on. No worries.
Character sheet. Yeah.
Okay, and you look under your base stat. So if you look under
Yeah.
charisma, you see tools, you see thieves tools. You click on it, and you go attribute. In this case, it would be dexterity.
And then
You go submit, and it rolls it.
Ah, cool.
So you see, there's your modifiers. Your
Wait,
plus
wait,
3
what
from
did you do?
dexterity.
What did you know?
Oh, nice.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Actually, you guys should be able to do the same thing with your disguise kits and whatnot.
How? Where is that?
If you edited it in correctly. All right, we'll deal with this afterwards. So okay, so let's end off the day here saying you go to bed, you start making ready, you spend the last 4 hours, those of you who are elves, trying to figure out how do we get a hold of Hallow again, how do we get to the house. You've encountered your new dwarven overlord, who keeps an eye on you and has control of the ship by his control of the men. And you finish the day saying goodbye to Forhest. Is this correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Goody. Then let's close it down here at exactly 3 hours.
I also want to point out, I'm like, but when we said we go to bed, I'm just gonna say lay on like the front mass and just be sad.
Well, you have that opportunity because you are an elf. You only have to sleep 4 hours.
I miss him. I just met him. He's such a young man.
Like, I don't know how young he was.
Oh my
You
god!
fuckers killed him.
Yeah,
One
you
white
can-
feather,
You killed him for a feather.
one
Yeah, and
chicken
not me.
feather.
Oh, by the way, after I do the 4 hours thing, I'd like to go to the crow's nest and do some flute things.
Okay, I'll just finish down notes here, making sure I know where we are and when we are and all that. This was not really very well planned, any of it, because you guys decided to just set everything on fucking fire.
Ryan, I'm sorry.
I feel like there was a lot of interesting, awesome drama and a lot of bullshit. But honestly, considering that none of this was prepped, I am actually extraordinarily happy with how it played out.
Question:
So well played, everyone.
Did you plan Ryer's death, or was it?
No, you fucking killed me.
So
That
it was
wasn't
just-
planned at all.
It just
Yeah.
seemed so well planned. That's
I
why-
know. I went into my character, realized I was in odds I was never gonna win, so surrendered, and then yeah, you fucking killed me.
We're sorry.
How many
God
times
damn.
can we kill Ryan for this campaign? Like,
Well, I mean, I think Ryan will not let himself be killed next time. I'm guessing
No.
next time he's like, fuck you, I'm a soldier of the Empire. I will just tell you, nope.
Eggs.
Wait,
fucking-
Ryan? Right? Are you a paladin?
Yes.
nice.
I assumed. All right.
Touch
So
me.
so far. By the way, just to let you know, Cookie, because you're gonna have to deal with this. My AC is 19.
It's not really a problem. Honestly,
Classic.
people overestimate the value of AC. It is.
Fucking-
Uh,
you can't hit.
Okay,
Also,
dude, I had a level 10 or something with an AC of 23.
Can you
What?
help me with my character sheet?
Yes, I can. Let's go through that.
Okay.
We'll
Good night,
look over-
people.
Night pinking.
Good
All
night,
right. Carly, I sent
Yes.
you a message on
Good
Discord.
night.
Yeah, I saw some of them. I'm sorry, I'm multitasking, so I didn't get to see
Alright,
all of them. But honestly, guys, well played. Honestly,
yeah, it was fun
none of these
and
things.
sad.
No, it was. But honestly, failing is a great deal of the fun. Allow yourself to fail because there's nothing wrong in it, and it is funny as fuck.
Dark
Ryan,
humor,
I'm sorry.
perfect humor. Oh my god!
It's all good.
I am legit.
Now
sorry.
you got a hard line. No, you got a hard line dwarf dealing with you. So that's your call. This was the character I was gonna make if I didn't make that one, and you killed him. So
Well, you chose to surrender, no, even though we ran away.
So,
and I told
if
you
we
to
divide
run and follow
four-
us.
So let's play that out, right? So you've already lit a fire, right?
Yes.
So I'm not gonna give up, and I'm gonna keep swinging away. So either I'm gonna get killed anyway, or I'm gonna burn to death. So
No, I mean
that
no.
death was inevitable.
You could have
And
followed
you've
us.
been told that the guy was well, no, because following is the same as surrendering, and also I didn't really see how it played out.
No,
if they
followed
did.
us. We ran. We managed to escape.
Yeah, but so then you've got a bunch of the guard looking for a half orc and two elves
I mean, elves made it
Tiefling,
fine.
yeah.
Tiefling fucking made it fine. I
We
blended
can. We could have tried to leave town
in. We could have
just for a
more
while.
put you on a boat. You could have stayed there.
Yeah,
God
could
damn
have tried
it.
to sneak to the boat.
I
Maybe
did
swim
not
to
expect
it.
you to surrender, man.
But then you got to remember as well. You got to remember what the character was
Yeah,
wearing. The character's
yeah.
wearing literally just a tabard and a belt, right? And the tabard is the marking of the Empire. So they know they're looking for a tabard and a belt, carrying around some axes and some javelins. They know what they're.
Man.
Besides, I would actually say it was a good ending for the entire situation here because it gave Ad Adela a way out, saying that now we have doled out the punishment and we are looking, flying air quotes here, for the other ones. But it let him finish that situation by saying, "This one is dead. It is done and over. People have had they've had their revenge."
Yeah.
The
So
justice.
it gave it all a good finish, where otherwise it would have been a complete wipe, where I would have had not much choice really outside of go looking for you and try to kill you.
Yeah, see, I took one for the team. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Kind of did. Guys, you need to start observing the fact that I'm not playing against you. I'm trying to play as the characters around you, and they are not unintelligent.
I mean,
I know that you're not playing against me.
But I don't think everyone realizes this, but I actually don't play against you at all.
well, you won this.
But
round.
I feel like everyone who participated won this round because there was a lot of interesting drama. That wasn't scripted; it just happened.
I just want to make something clear. If we didn't have that time crunch where I had to sleep or whatever, I would have gone back and started a tiny little fire on several corners of that little bar, and it will be gone by the morning.
I think you realize that Adadella would have figured out that was you quite quickly.
I would be out of
Probably the
town.
only person.
Well, I mean,
set
yeah.
apart of the plan.
I can't tell any of you what to do, and I won't make you do anything.
Yeah.
But if you do start screaming at people, I will burn this place down. They are going to respond as people generally do.
So, Cookie, we need to do some
Yes.
work. So I can
Yes.
choose currently 3 spells, and I've already chosen the ones I want, but I don't know how to set them up in the character sheet.
By the way,
So,
what
okay.
oath- What oath are you?
What?
What oath are you?
Great question. I haven't actually picked one yet.
Okay.
There's a great thing about this that I didn't realize. You can just drag spells from.
Yes, I was going to say.
Yeah,
Well,
just
really?
yeah. You can just drag them to your character sheet, and they just go into their place, and the math is perfect, and it's just so easy and simple.
Where do I do that from?
I fucking love
You
it.
see that eye icon, that information icon, top right,
Yeah.
Third option.
where
Oh,
compendium.
Yeah.
You just spell it in,
Oh.
exactly what you're looking for. You drag and drop it.
Yes.
Okay.
That is why
For
this is so
Fungus.
powerful.
Fucking brilliant. I love this site.
Yeah, it is a really
Fungus
powerful
might
system.
not be found.
How do you spell it?
You didn't spell it right then.
Spells.
Maybe.
But I don't think that's not a spell though. That's an ability, if I recall.
Also, toolkit. How do I roll that?
So okay, while Ryan is figuring that out, I'll just walk into yours. Give me a second.
Thank you.
So open up your character
You
sheet,
drag
Got
it.
it.
Awesome.
and if you see below your passive wisdom modifier, or something, whatever, right?
Passive wisdom perception. Yeah. Tool bagpipes
Perception,
from
sorry, yes.
Lear. Yeah.
Right in there, you should have a toolkit. So you have a disguise kit.
Did you say Lear again?
Yes. There is proficiencies. Are you talking about that? Other proficiencies? In
No,
languages?
no.
Tool proficiencies.
No, so you see tools. You see there's a box just for tools.
I
Your
only
backpack
have my
is-
instruments. I only have my
I
instruments.
know. I'm looking at it with you. So in here, you need to have your what's it called? A disguise kit.
Okay.
Can
Can I
let me see.
drag and drop disguise kit into that?
You should be able to do that as well. Yes.
Let me try that before stuff goes.
I think that Thunderous Smite you're looking at is not a spell necessarily, Ryan.
All right. Okay. Tell me.
I'm not entirely sure. Give me a second. I'll figure it out.
Okay, so
It is a smite. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll figure out how to add it in a second. It should be there. Though.
disguise kit, got it. So it's proficiencies, not items, right? That's what I drag.
Yeah, you drag it to the tools section instead.
It's not item. It's proficiencies, and it's there. Disguise kit.
Yeah. So what you do in the future is you click it.
Yeah.
And your attribute is depending on how you use it. So as I said previously, if you don't dress yourself up as something different using intelligence to figure out how to look like something else, you just change your mannerisms and your posture and all that, then it becomes a charisma-based check. So it depends on how you utilize the kit. That's why you can choose different attributes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Same
but
thing
you
could
will
be
let
said
me
for
know.
any other skin.
You can.
Yes,
let me
I'll
know.
always ask for it specifically, saying
Okay.
do this, but with this modifier.
Nice. I love this. What else do I need to add to this list?
I don't know which other things you have, being
Like
perfectly honest. Do you have
sailing
access
stuff, maybe.
Navigator's tools?
Yeah.
Yes, you need that. I think those are your 2 kits. Spyglass and compass are sort of they are. If I ever ask for those specifically, just use them as part of the Navigator's tools because it's kind of a given. You're right. Thunderous Smite isn't there. That's incredibly annoying.
Yeah,
You have
I can just change it. We can go with something else if you want. We just go with Divine Smite.
No,
Or
it's a
you can
fucking awesome
manually
spell. I
type
would
it
want
in.
that.
Yeah, I would want Thunderous Smite because it's awesome, right?
It is
I'm
awesome.
looking at it,
Great spell.
Now, I also have a thing where I think I might have set it up wrong because actually says I've got 3 slots total with 0 slots remaining, but I haven't actually put anything in there.
Let me see.
You
Let
can
me see.
change that. You can just type in those slots.
Yeah, but it's more just because I may have set something up wrong. Also,
Okay,
if
so you
I'm
got
level
3
3, should I have rolled 4 hit dice or 3 hit dice for each?
3 hit dice. Well, you only roll 2 actually because the first one is always max.
Oh, then I need to go back up there then and look at.
Do you have more HP then?
You rolled a. I saw it previously actually. It was a 9 and a 4.
The first one should have been max, right? So the first one should have been max.
Yeah, but you only rolled 2, so you got it. And then you rolled a 1 at the end, so you rolled a 9 and a
4.
what is that? And the 1, I think.
Yeah.
Fuck it, just re-roll it.
Yeah.
Just re-roll it.
So just roll 2 hit dice.
Yes.
Yes.
Do good.
All right.
Still good.
Okay. Okay.
Even better.
And I take
Right.
it without the modifier, right?
No, you take it with modifier. That's the point of modifier. Right? Would you? There's no point to have Constitution,
So I have
but it's already added in.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is. That's the point of using the in-game dice roller. So that 8, if you mouse over it, you can see it rolls 1 con, so 1d10 plus 3.
30
Yeah.
HP
The
then.
con modifier.
No, I mean to add to my hit points. So I had 13 base, so I have what now?
So you have 8 plus 13, putting it at 19. Also 13. What? 28? 22. Jesus. Mathing is not.
22 and 8,
Dude.
30. Man, I just did the math.
Dude, I work with languages, not numbers.
30, but you said the first one's always max, right? So I have...
First one is always max, so that's 10 plus 3, so that's 13. And then you rolled
8
with modifier
and
and all, 8.
Oh, so I have
So
30 HP. Okay.
21 and 9,
Yes.
30.
It's 30.
Oh, sad times. I prefer my other roll.
Just take the other one.
Too
then.
bad. Stop fucking it up so I don't have to fix you.
I do have 19 AC though, so that should be okay.
So you have 40
Yeah, that's
HP,
not.
right?
How the fuck have you gotten 9? Wait, what is that? Give me a sec. I need to check this. I don't trust
Oh
you.
fuck! You have heavy armor.
So I have heavy armor, I have
Shield?
chainmail, which gives me +2, and I have a shield, which gives me another +2. Sorry, I had chainmail's 15, +2 is
17.
17.
Plus, I get another 2 from the shield. Yeah, so the shield's 2, the chainmail gives me. I can't remember. I need to go look.
I'll look it up.
I just recently made a character that was
Wait.
a paladin. His AC was 18 as well, level 1.
Yeah, I should have 19 because I get that extra +1 from the skill. That's all. So I chose defense as a fighting style, so I should get +1. So I should have 19 with a shield.
Jesus.
Okay, so 16 from the armor, +2 from the shield. That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Speed,
Oh,
driving
excellent.
resistance, fighting style. While you're wearing armor, you gain +1 to AC. Yeah, that's absolutely true. 19. You're right.
That's good.
This is right. This is right. Intimidation, religion, lay on hands, divine sense, obey the law, blah blah blah.
What's his
blah,
strength?
blah. Pray,
Strength is modifier is free at the minute.
Alright.
So 16
Wait.
strength at the minute. 16 strength, 10 dexterity. I don't know if I've actually spent too many points here. You might want to check them, Cookie.
I'm looking. So, what is the dwarves? What did the dwarves get? They get +1 strength and +2 constitution. No, or is that the other way around?
I think it's the
think it's-
other way around.
I'm gonna look for it.
Fire you dwarves. Come on.
I will. If you, I think it's 2 spells. I don't think I get free because it says something here about. Where is it?
Just Constitution too. That's all you get for dwarf, unless it's a subclass. Which one did you?
Yeah, you get mountain. So you got +2 to strength. That's perfectly okay. Meaning that there's no way you can have 17 constitution. Something went wrong.
Constitution is +2.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, if you went mountain dwarf, well, he gets both. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes.
guess.
Yeah. No. Okay, that's true. Yep. So you went 14. So what is it? Right, I need to point by check here. Point by check. 5.
Mountain
Right,
dwarf.
dwarf. Mountain. There we are. So you would have gone. What are your scores again?
Well, so when I did it, it balanced out 16, 10, 17, 8, 12, 15, but that looks way too high.
16. Oh, that not necessarily.
So
So
16.
you got 14, 10, yes. 17,
17,
meaning that you got 15, then 8, yes.
12,
Yeah.
and 15.
Wait, you get +2 for strength and the Constitution +2.
Yeah.
Well,
What
okay.
the
So,
hell?
well, if you bring your charisma down to 13, it hits 27 total. So it goes 14, 10, 15, 8, 12, 13.
Can I drop the charisma, the wisdom instead then, rather than
I wouldn't do that as a paladin, but yes, you can.
the charisma?
Well, no, that's true. They're charisma based, right? Sorry, they used to be wisdom based.
If I drop the wisdom down to 10, that's okay.
No. Then it needs to go 10, 14 because the point by value increases the higher it gets.
10, 14. Okay, so 10 wisdom, 14 charisma. So
Yes.
16, 10, 17, 8, 10, 14.
And that gives you exactly 27 points used.
Good. I knew I'd gone wrong somewhere, but I couldn't figure
It is a
out.
bit fiddly, being perfectly honest, so
Yeah.
no worries.
Yeah, I knew I'd gone wrong somewhere, I just couldn't figure out where. I
Yeah.
wasn't off by much, but I knew I was off.
No, but that's the thing, because it's always a dumb stat somewhere that you just go, fuck it, don't use that anyways. Stop it, cat, those are not yours. Okay, so spells, that's your character sheet, that looks perfectly fine now. Bio, don't need that. Spells. So what is this?
There's one question I have here, so I don't think, it says slots total 3,
Mm-hmm.
and the slots are 0. I think it should be 2. So it says that you take it from the pre-prepared paladin spell list.
Mhm.
And choose a number of paladin spells equal to your charisma modifier plus half your paladin level rounded down.
Mm-hmm.
So we're currently level 3. and
Yes.
my charisma
Well, that's
modifier is 2. So
Yes.
3 plus 1 is
3.
well, yeah, but then yeah, okay. Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay, I'm being stupid. So so I want that Thunder Smite for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's crazy, but we're gonna have to build that in ourselves, I think.
Divine Smite, but that's the thing.
Because it says Divine Smite specifically in the list, but then if you
Yeah, but that's an ability. You get that level 2.
Isn't that a feat? Divine Smite?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's an ability. He gets that as a part of being a paladin.
By the way, use this side for spells. It's very handy.
Mm-hmm.
Let me have a look.
What
It is there. It's just, I don't know. Doesn't know why it doesn't add in itself.
When it
That's a bit annoying.
spells known, is it how many can I prepare actually? Is that the number I can cast on levels?
On your side, as a bard.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Spell slots should be how many you can cast, while spells known are like the.
Is that the
prepare.
number of spells I can prepare or no?
So spell slots are how many you can cast that day.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, goody. So the bards, as far as I know, prepare their spells, right?
Yes.
But they are not limited to saying, oh, I've got 2 Dissonant Whispers prepared, I've got 2 something else. They can just cast from their prepared spell list.
I know, but the spells that are prepared, how many can I prepare? All of them?
I need to check the bard.
I'm curious just the number.
Yeah, but that's the thing, I'm looking.
I can
Spell
cast on 3rd level 4 level 1s and 2 level 2s. And that I get. But how many can I prepare? Because currently I have 4 prepared in total.
Right. Okay. No, I was right. Bards don't prepare spells. They just have them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have all of those. The thing is, the difference between the bard and the wizard is that the bard has fewer spells, but he can cast any of those spells.
Nice.
You can't learn spells from scrolls. That's the thing.
Fuck. Well, it doesn't matter. I still get on
No,
my 6th
I mean
level.
that-
I can choose any spells.
Yeah, the bards are extraordinarily powerful casters for that reason, but they are limited in scope. They don't have as much versatility as a wizard, but they have more versatility in the availability of spells.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
So you have any of your spells, and you have 4 of them, 4 level 1s and 2 level 2s, as far as I know.
What I really like about these paladin ones is they're just bonus actions.
Yeah. I love it
Yeah,
too.
paladins are just one of these things that just stand there and take the beating and go like, no.
So yeah, basically I've made another character just so I can soak up damage at the front.
That doesn't want to die. Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
be best friends.
Yeah. So one of those spells that I've just put on there can give me a bonus +2 AC, so I could be at 21.
Wait, it's like
That's a
Shield
level
of Faith?
3 character.
Yeah. Shield of Faith can have 21 AC.
Yeah, but that's a concentration though. You need to maintain that.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
the
he's
thing
never
with
gonna
Paladin
take
is that
damage with
everything
that.
is concentration.
He's never gonna take damage with that AC.
That's very optimistic.
Unless you pro.
It is not like the game has been broken by the fact that paladins and clerics exist.
It's not broken. I'm sure you can come up a way to stick it to us, but
No, it's not very difficult. You just throw in a wizard and go like AoE damage. Here, make a reflex save.
I was-
Oh right, you can't do that because you have heavy armor wearing cleric.
counterspell.
I was just about to ask if AoE spells have to hit, but they don't.
No, that's the thing. They don't. You get a reflex save.
You gotta save.
I mean,
it.
AC is important
So that's
yeah, in
dex?
some situation. Reflex save, which yes, it's dex saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh my
Reflex is the old word.
God. I hate those. Those will be my bane. I really.
I haven't thrown much magic at you, but as pointed out previously, ship-to-ship combat is done by wizards standing abreast and just throwing shit at you. So keep that in mind.
I'm dead.
Fuck.
Let me see. Okay, so
If they're shooting
Ex-
arrows, I can do that. I cannot throw back fireballs.
no, but that's the thing. I mean, it's again, don't assume that every engagement or every interaction can be won. That is optimistic.
We can win it.
Sure.
Okay, are we taking Rangers? Who's gonna die next?
He's gonna do a level 6 mage, like by
Don't even
himself.
have to. I don't even have to use level 6.
What?
Just do level. What?
Oh,
3 mages
sweet.
will probably do.
Yeah,
I'm immune to
fucking fireball.
disease. Oh my god, that's awesome.
Oh shit! Start clicking things. So
Sorry.
accepting the Thunderous Smite, you're pretty much set up, Ryan.
Oh. Okay.
I think.
How do we set the Thunderous Smite up then? That's what we need to figure out.
You can just type it in. You just have to.
Yeah, I'm just doing, just putting in Divine Health at the minute. I'm immune to this.
Is that like you're immune to diseases?
Can't kill me.
I'm sure there's a guide on how to input that particular spell because there are a lot of paladins around.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
I
you will
must-
find a guide to type
No,
in
so
that
I mean,
spell.
if we
You can just copy paste the information, right? Let me do it real quick, and I'll fix it.
Alright, I'm not touching it.
Uh,
You'll have to walk me through how to actually cast these spells from all of this.
Wish you could
That's
see my
something
to make
image
sure
right
this-
now.
Also,
we can try it real quick in a second.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Right, this one.
We need to set up the.
Oop, shit, fucked up. Fucked up, Smite. What is that? That is evocation.
It's also very annoying the way it rolls or crits and stuff.
Mhm.
Because
Casting time.
I rolled several times and I was confused by the die that were cast. And I always got in my calculations the lowest ones. It's stupid.
Range melee. Sorry, what? Come again? Bonus soft.
Healing word. I rolled a 1.
Components.
Fuck you, game.
Components are verbal, so that's it. Chromatic material. Ruby dust, none.
Like, do you see that right now?
Well, concentration.
There's-
Concentration.
2 die
Concentration.
rolled right now.
Up to yeah, but that's intentional, I think. Up to 1 minute. Spellcasting ability.
Why would it be
charisma?
intentional? I don't get it.
Give me a second. I'll look at that in a moment.
It's a healing word. I can't crit a healing.
So, this Thunderous Smite, if I want to use it myself, can I? Or with it being a concentration, do I need to give it to someone else?
You can only use it on yourself.
Oh, good. I thought that was the case. I just wanted to clarify.
Goody.
Oh, goody.
Is there anything you
Have
can
you
use
read-
on me?
Have you read this Thunderous Smite? By the way,
The first time we had
You posted it.
let me
No, you
copy and
didn't.
paste it into the chat because it's pretty
Just click-
ridiculous.
Click on your thing.
There you go.
It'll display.
No, we haven't put it in there yet.
Oh yeah,
We're
yeah,
just-
right. Sorry.
It should work now. Let's
First
see.
time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon rings with the thunder. Oh,
Well,
Right.
that's
So what was the problem with the dice again?
I have a problem with my melee weapon dice. If I try to roll my weapon, it's not giving me the damage, even though I think I've set it up to do it, but it's not giving me it.
you can push them overboard. Yeah, it's not rolling damage. Click on the little thing. Did you? Yeah, you said it. I don't know.
Where is that?
Yeah, so the damage is actually ticked, and the dice is selected correctly. It's just not actually letting me do it.
Auto damage roll, auto damage and crit.
Always roll advantage. No, don't roll auto damage. Here you are. It should do it now.
Oh, where the hell did you go? Oh, right, that was totally different window.
the
Okay.
little-
Yeah, I know. It took me a while to figure it out as well, so I don't blame you.
Right.
do it now.
Try it now. Just click it. See what happens.
Yep, hang on for a sec.
And a crit.
There we go.
There you go.
Perfect.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, good.
And spells. The spells all set up so if I literally just click on one. No,
I
I can't
think-
seem to click it.
You
Was it-
can. If you just
Oh, wait,
click on
it's because it was
spells-
locked. Hang on, there we go. So that actually does that.
How
if I
did you
did the
do
red
that?
line.
I can't do that. How did you
Do what?
display? I can only cast spell. How do I?
Well, I
display-
can't roll it. I can't roll any of them. I can just click them.
I have an opposite problem.
So the
tap. Go into your character sheet. Go into spells.
That's
Just
where I want
click
to
on it.
be.
If I click on it, it shows input value level 1 submit. Oh, I have to submit a
Oh.
level. I thought it was It just asks
You
me
just
the
click
level.
on it.
The only problem is it
See,
asked
my
me
favor.
the level of casting, so I thought it was gonna roll a dice.
The thing is, so
Oh,
for example, for
you
yours,
can,
right?
I think choose.
For Thunderous Smite, it is not an attack.
True, actually. No, wait, none of mine are actually, are they? They're
No,
just
that's the
bonus
thing.
actions. Yeah, everything's just a bonus action, I think.
You cast Thunderous Smite when you land the attack, so they're two separate things, really.
Oh, you don't
For
have to do it beforehand.
Yes, yeah, everything's a bonus action, so I can literally just call it out when I want to do it, can't I?
no, but that's the thing, because for let's say something like where is it? I don't think you have one here. You have Vicious Mockery.
I do.
So you do. So when I click Vicious Mockery, it should do things. Cast at what level? Cast it as a cantrip, so level 1, not level 0.
Level 0.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't see that because I communicated to myself, I believe. Oh, wait, do you see
I
those?
see vicious mockery.
Yes.
Goody, from my
Don't see
perspective.
a roll, though.
I can also click
So-
here and actually cast it.
No, but that's my point, is that for anything that can be cast as an attack, it will appear in the attack window, attack and spellcasting. But a lot of spells don't end up there, because they don't have an attack per se. So take something like where someone was talking about Healing Word now.
Healing word.
Where's that?
There. it
Healing
is.
Word. Clicking that doesn't have an attack. It is
I
2D.
just rolled it from spell screen, by the way. I didn't
Uh,
scroll it from attack screen.
no, but that's the thing. Is it an attack?
I have it on attack. as well.
It is an attack. Okay, it's there as well. Fine, but it doesn't really need to be, strictly speaking. What's the problem with it? You say?
If I if I have I'll show you. See, it doesn't show it doesn't display the spell. It rolls damage.
Right. Which one is that?
How
Hellish Rebuke.
This one.
So you click the cog, right?
I can
and-
see the thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's Thunderclap. Which one is it? Hellish Rebuke.
Yes.
Fuck, I can't find it. So you click the cog.
Yeah.
You scroll down, and you see there's a tab that says output, right? Where the fuck is it?
I don't see it.
Include spell description in attack. Just above the description.
Oh, it says spell card.
Include spell description in attack,
Yeah.
and then you toggle that to on.
Okay.
And now when I do it, Hellish Rebuke. At what level? Level 1. There.
It shows it and it does damage. Okay.
Yes.
How many dice? 1, 2, 3 dice.
But you pick the level when you cast it. So you click it, and then you pick the level. So you can cast it level 7 just because.
What level did you choose just now? What?
I don't know. Level 1, I
Why did you
think.
do that? I just wanted to check the number of die that were rolled versus the actual damage that was shown. Because
Well, try it now.
I
It
wanna
should work for you.
I want to see the crit. And do I have to do the math, or do I just double, or do I have to like add together all the die that were cast? Okay, let's do this at level 1. It should be 2d10. What did it roll?
So it rolled 2d10, it rolled a 1 and a 7, meaning 8 total.
And what is that?
So
third?
there's. What do you mean?
I see a third die. 10. You don't see it?
These other 2 on the board?
I saw 4 on my screen, but it's
Right.
it's
I
8
imagine-
on the damage.
I know, but the thing is that all of these checks roll for every occasion. So had you rolled a crit, those would be the 4 dice that mattered. But the thing is, you didn't crit, so 2 of them are just excluded.
I know,
But it rolls everything.
Yeah, I know, but visually it doesn't add up. It should be doubled, and I see 3 die right now. And Kanan saw 4.
Well, I see 4 as well. Why can't
I can only see 3.
Do it again. Maybe you missed it.
That makes no sense because I can see 4 and he can as well. It's a bit
I see
weird.
3. I just see 10 with that.
Well, I mean, the visual aspect is less important. You can just turn it off if it annoys you.
It annoys me it doesn't match, but I love it the way it rolls. It's just, it looks fun, it looks nice, but it's just, it's...
It adds something to the game, I think, as well. But I wouldn't be overly worried about it. The math has, as of yet, not failed, from what I can tell.
Okay, this should... higher casting level. I should get an extra D10, so it's 3D10. Why is there a D6 on this?
There's no D6.
There was a
There's
D6
all-
just now. It disappeared right now.
No.
There was a
There's
purple
all D8s,
D6.
eh?
No, D6. I know what I saw.
I don't know what you're seeing because we're all seeing D8s here. But it's the same thing. It rolled 6 D8. 3 of those were from the crit. The other 3 was the ones that we used.
Okay. So I add those 2 numbers for my damage right now because I have casted at a higher level, 20, right?
I think it already does that. So it goes high level cast, meaning
10
10.
plus 2d8. 10. It doesn't add them, but yeah.
No, it does in this case because it's higher level. Those 2 are separate for various reasons. But yeah, so 20 total.
Okay.
But yeah, it seems to work. The spell card certainly helps. I would actually prefer if people use their spell cards because I can't remember all this shit in my head.
I might remove one of my spells and replace it with a different one.
Yeah, well, you got time.
But
Is there anything else I need to look at?
didn't realize that I'm trying to figure out oaths now, but when it says that, I don't know, so if you look at my Paladin oaths, I'm going to go with Conquest because fuck it. If you check that out, because you'll need to be aware of those vows anyway, because if I RP out of them, you need to punish me.
Yay.
Make him an Oathbreaker.
See now, does Paladin level 3 mean that I get those spells immediately, or do I choose those spells if I don't have a slot?
So you already level 2. You pick 2 spells, right?
Well, I mean, I'm
think so.
starting at 3, aren't I? So I'm kind of stuck.
Well, that's the thing. You always, when you level up or do anything character-wise, you always do it level by level because otherwise it ends up a clusterfuck.
Yes,
So-
which is what it's become. So
Yes.
level 2, I would have had 2 spells, yes. Which level 3, I would then have 3 spells. Now, does that mean that I have to remove one of the ones that I have to replace it with potentially?
No,
one of
you
those
have 3 total.
Yeah. Is this just the case that I could have now chosen from these as well? Like these go into.
But the thing is, I think you misunderstood how paladin spells work. You have every spell in that table, from what I remember.
It's the same as a cleric, I think.
Yeah, it is. You just have all those spells. It just means you have 3 spell slots.